Conan here with RaidersStreaming.com. I've got Coach Cal's with me today. Thanks again for joining me. I appreciate it. I know it's got a hot one today. It's a Wednesday practice out here. Got to be about 90 degrees.
It's hot, and it's always hotter on the turf too. So we've tried to go in the morning or in the evening. when we've done the two-a-days. So we try to beat the heat as much as we can. But it is hot. There's no question.
So right now, two-a-days. That's what we're up to. So we've got. Was this morning or was this?
Well, now we're done with two-a-days. This is game week, so two-a-days was the first 2 weeks, and now we're one-a-days, and this was our last morning practice, and we're getting ready for Friday's game.
So tell me, just kind of coming into the year, obviously we've got a different year in front of us. Last year we didn't know. It was crazy. Maybe talk a little bit about last year coming into it, and then this year coming into it. Feelings, kind of where the team's at, emotions. Tell me about yourself and the team.
Yep. Last year was one of those years that we're just glad to be practicing every day. Glad to be, because we knew at any moment, the rug could be pulled out from us, and we're not going to play, or we're not going to, have a game that week or whatever. And it was just day by day. But the positive about that is I think the guys have taken that idea, that mindset, and brought it into this year. Even though, there's some more certainties this year, we hope at least. Guys kind of do the same kind of thing where, every day isn't, no day is guaranteed. We're just going to come out here and take it one day at a time. And I think I like that attitude that we've practiced with so far. Yeah.
Nice. How's the team looking here early season? I know we had we had a scrimmage last week. Coming out of that, any highlights, anything you're like, we got to work on, or whatever you want to talk about there?
Definitely both sides. You always tell the guys after a scrimmage, or a game, no matter how good you think you did, you probably didn't do that well. And no matter how bad you think you played, you probably didn't play that bad. It's always kind of more somewhere in the middle. I thought we did some really good things, but there's definitely some things to work on. A few guys banged up. We got a lot of guys playing, though. That's what we came out of that scrimmage with. We scrimmaged 3 different teams, and, a lot of guys. I mean, everybody got reps, and the JV played, and we got a lot of time. And, we wanted to see some things, but we didn't want to do everything we're doing. So we tried some new things that we like, and we saved some things that we're going to use this year. And, overall, it was a pretty good scrimmage.
Very nice, very nice. And then I'd be remiss if I didn't ask, Sun Prairie's coming to town Friday night. It's our first game at home here. We always kind of start off the season, it seems like, with kind of a bigger game. And Sun Prairie, definitely a bigger school, a bigger game, I would think. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. They're good. I mean, they are really good. When the schedules kind of opened up that we could find some non-conference games, we reached out to those guys right away, and they did the same with us. Great program, perennial power. They're winning their league all the time, and making it far in the playoffs year in and year out, and been down to the Madison a few times too. So they're really good. This is their last year as one school. Next year they actually split into Sun Prairie East and West, so this is kind of their last year as a big school. It's a huge school, 2,500 kids probably, but they're really good. They're talented up front on defense. They got a lot of skill on offense, so you got to find a way to slow those guys down, and you got to find a way to to make some holes for the backs and keep the quarterback upright and that kind of thing, because they're really good. Their front seven is tough.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I wish you guys the best of luck. Again, appreciate you making time today. It's a hot one on this Wednesday afternoon. I hope you enjoy the game this evening. And this is Coach Cal's. I'm Ken Conan with RaidersStreaming.com. Enjoy the game. Good. Well, welcome to the pregame show and our first home game of the season. I'm Ken Conan. This is Aaron Sundin, my partner in crime up here.
Almost need a tank top on or something.
I know, right?
We're back in the booth, which is nice.
Yeah.
No AC, so maybe we have to go to the school and talk about that. But it's great to be back.
It's a bit of a sauna, and it's kind of working on the sweating to the oldies in here tonight. That's right. We will be.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, it's fun to be back. We talked a little bit off the air about here we are again, right? And it's a full house.
Yeah.
We got the kids back in the student section. The bleacher creatures are going to be running around like crazy as always.
Right.
Cheerleaders out there, Raiders out there, marching band getting ready to rock.
Yeah.
We got a drone in the air above the end zone here.
I didn't even know that. That's sweet. I see that.
It's on like Donkey Kong, Aaron. It's great.
We're back.
We're hosting Sun Prairie.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on last year, kind of what we went through? Just kind of take us through your thoughts there.
Well, this time last year, I don't recall exactly the date, but we were in discussions about when football was going to start.
Right.
It probably happened a little earlier in August, but if you remember, there were a lot of school board meetings. They started coming out with their matrix of here's how we're going to keep kids in school and not. And same thing with sports. If you remember, a lot of the schools opted out for the spring football season, which Sun Prairie was one of those teams. So the teams around the Madison area, in our conference, we had Eau Claire North, Eau Claire Memorial, and Superior, all opted for what had to be a weird spring alternate season.
I know, wasn't it like a 4 or 5 game? It was just such a short kind of boop boop, and then track season started. And it was kind of goofy.
Yeah, it was like a 5 or 6 game season for if you could get to that. A lot of the travel schedules were a lot longer. Like I know Superior had games scheduled down in the Green Bay area just because there wasn't competition to be able to play.
Wow,
so,
I can't imagine.
So here we were last year in Hudson, fortunate to decide to go forward, as did other teams in our conference. But we were still a month out from playing. So it's funny, we were talking about the heat. I think we started our first game last year at the end of September.
I know.
And then we played that last little, whatever you want to call it, 14 playoff, ended up being almost the week. It was a week prior to Thanksgiving.
That's right. Yep.
So, but fortunately for Hudson, they were able to get through the season without having a shutdown. River Falls to the south of us here, they had to shut their season down early, as did Chippewa. So obviously a lot of things changed from this year or to last year to this year. I do think, again, we aren't hearing about it yet, and we'll probably hear more about it when school comes back, when they start to show, okay, we know that there's still some potential for shutdowns or virus. And it doesn't mean that we won't see changes here. Tonight, if you look around, no masks, it's outside. Of course, it's a beautiful night, the wind's blowing, but that could change on a dime.
Yeah.
So
absolutely. And we're hosting tonight. It's our we always kind of host like a powerhouse, it seems like, right? Well, we go play a powerhouse.
Yeah.
It seems
so last year, the way the normal season was scheduled, we were supposed to travel to Sun Prairie.
Oh, that's
right.
So
that was
right.
And when, of course, they canceled and the season was in flux with who was going to play and who wasn't.
Right.
Then they just canceled. Now they're back up here. I would envision we're going back there next year.
Yeah.
But yeah, Coach Cowles does a good job of trying to schedule one of those tough games. Of course, last year it was Muskego on the fly, and we know how that turned out.
Woo! Dun, 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 dun. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but the year before that, we were fortunate. We had a team from Illinois, Montini, came up here and played.
Montini, yeah.
But pretty soon we're going to pay the piper, and we're going to be taking a trip.
Yeah,
you know that,
for
right?
sure. Well, I heard a fun fact, and this might be something you're going to talk about later, but Sun Prairie, this is their last year as a high school. They're going to split into 2 high schools.
Correct. Yep.
And maybe we can segue into some Sun Prairie fun facts from you.
Yeah, so exactly. They are building a school right now for Sun Prairie West. That's going to be the new school. This particular, from what I've read, this particular mascot, the Sun Prairie Cardinals, will stay with the east
side. Okay.
I don't know, split wise what that's going to do to the size of the school. I think they widened the boundaries, so my guess is it's still going to stay Division 1.
Okay.
Their enrollment right now is right around 1750.
Okay.
Down in that, they call it the Big 8 Conference, which is down around Madison. So you've got, your Madison teams and kind of the surrounding areas around there. Very good conference. Like I mentioned, they played last spring. They were 6-0 in the spring, playing mostly those teams in their conference that had opted out.
Sure.
Coach has been around there's only been 2. This is the one fun stat that I found out about this team. There's only been 2 coaches in the history of the program.
No way. Is that right?
The coach now, his name is Brian Kaminsky.
Wow.
He's the second coach. The first coach was his father-in-law.
I was just going to say, if it's his dad, I'm just going to fall over. How great is that? Father-in-law. Okay.
Yep. So he's been around since 2003. They were state runners-up in 2017 in Division 1. So, a program that obviously is well-respected in the state. We'll get into more nuts and bolts about that, but they do have some real good players on this team.
Yeah.
They've got 3 seniors that have already, I believe 2 of them have committed to Division 1 schools and 1 is waiting.
Wow.
A kid by the name of Isaac Ham, who it looks like on the tape that I saw of scrimmages, they might play some of these guys both ways, but he's mainly a defensive player, defensive lineman, defensive end. Badgers are looking at him. It sounds like they've got the inside scoop, but he's, depending on the publication you read, he's like the number 3 or number 5 player in the state.
Okay.
They have another kid
and
by the name...
give me his name and number one more time.
Isaac Ham, number 24.
Got it. Okay, one to watch.
Yep. And then they have a kid by the name of Addison Ostrenga.
Okay.
He is number 7 out there, and he is a tight end committed to the University of Iowa.
Wow.
Watched some film on him, and I would anticipate tonight they're going to try to isolate him a lot. He's
Yeah.
a big kid, 6'4", but he goes up and gets the ball. The quarterback is actually the I believe it's the coach's son. At least they have the last same name, but that's typical.
Yep.
Jerry Kaminsky, and he's a junior. Again, very highly ranked prospect, throws the ball real well, and it looks like those two have a connection where they get down close to the end zone, and you're going to start to see the ball flying towards number 7.
Some of those quick, yep.
Let him go up and get it.
Yep,
So
got it.
third player that you want to watch out for tonight is number 54, Evan Malcor, signed to go to northern Illinois for offensive lineman. He's I think 6'7", 280. So you're not going to have a hard time missing him.
So he's not that big.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
So those are kind of 3 key players to look for. We'll kind of identify kids as they go along. I've got a couple other players marked here, but certainly a tough test for the Raiders coming into this first game.
Yeah, right.
I look at Hudson as, we were talking about it before we got on, and there are some players that played a lot last year, but they lost a lot of seniors, and they lost a lot of seniors in key positions. You talk about the quarterback position. Owen Anderson had a fantastic year. That's going to be Carter Mears tonight.
Yeah.
So Carter's going to get his first chance to start varsity ball. You lose a kid like Mateo Bonin. That's a huge threat. Every time he touches the ball, Mateo could take it to the house. So I think Hudson's strength this year is going to be on their lines. So on the defensive line, you've got Evan Tyler coming back. Evan's a senior.
Nice.
Obviously, a college prospect. We're going to be watching him a lot this year. Very active in there. Great player. You've got Owen Marnell coming back, playing
He's a
outside
beast.
linebacker.
Tough guy,
there. Sam Stockman. I also expect to see quite a bit of Will McDonald, who I know you know from lacrosse.
Yeah.
And, of course, Cade McDonald.
He's big like his brother.
He's big.
And still growing. I think he's junior this year, if I remember right. Yeah.
Right. So that's, to me, that's the strength of the Hudson defense. You get to the backfield, the linebackers and the defensive backs, and they're all new.
Yeah.
I mean, guys had a little bit last year, had some opportunities, but it was mainly a senior-driven group. So they're going to have their hands full tonight against this passing game.
Yeah,
we'll have
for
to see
sure.
how they do.
For sure.
A couple other names. Of course, we mentioned some of the guys on the offensive line. Jonathan Hartwig, who I don't think we'll see tonight. He's dinged up, but he started all last year at guard for the Raiders. Hank Wedelson is back. So Hank played a lot.
Nice.
We got Big Ben Forcier going to be in the middle of the line there.
The force is with him.
Andrew Coffey's now on the offensive line as well. So I think, again, if I'm looking at it right now without seeing him take a snap, I'm looking at experience. I'm looking at kids that have been in there, and those guys have some experience. So hopefully they can hold up tonight. But we're gonna see some other players out there. Troy Boning's a kid we talked about a lot last year. He's
fun
back.
to watch. Yeah, great to have him back as a senior this year. See if Mearsy can hit him on some of those deep routes.
Right. Yep. You got Zach Kokendorfer, who got dinged up. He was having a nice year last year too. Again, all seniors here.
And is Zach running back or fullback or what's
running back?
Running back.
Yep.
Okay.
And he might be playing fullback tonight.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do out of their wing tee. You've also got Grant Jameson, who got quite a bit of time last year at the receiver spot.
Sure.
So there's experience there. It's just now you are the guys.
Right. You're up.
You're up.
Yeah. Yep. Nice.
But that's kind of what you want to see in a program like a big school like Hudson. And Coach Cowles does a good job of that. It's like, hey, you're learning, now it's your time. And we're going to see some kids tonight. You and I had the opportunity to cover some JV and freshman games last year.
That's right.
I'm excited. I marked a couple names on the roster there. I remember from last year. I don't know. Again, we haven't seen them play, so we don't know about injuries and we don't know about depth charts, but I'm assuming these kids will be in the mix tonight as well.
Love it.
So,
going to be a fun night.
It's going to be a fun night.
Glad to be back in the booth with you. It's great. And it's nice that it's warm out, too. And we're starting.
It's nice to have
really
a
early.
breeze, yeah. And I think they moved the game up due to the threat of thunderstorms.
That's right. We should mention that. Yeah, there's some storms that are supposed to be coming through around 9 o'clock, so they bumped it up, obviously, to 6. And we'll see what happens. It looked like to the west of us over in the Minnesota area, they were getting hit a little bit more, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully we get the game in.
Yeah.
That's why we move it up.
Yep.
Awesome.
So, I'm looking forward to it, and thanks to all the sponsors again this year.
Yeah.
I think hopefully we get back to a little bit of normalcy with Hudson football. Hopefully people feel comfortable to come out to the games and we've got no big travels this year. I think the farthest we go are maybe Eau
Menominee,
Claire.
maybe. Yeah,
Menominee.
Eau Claire, yeah.
Rice Lake's here. Superior's here. When you showed me the schedule, I'm like, yeah, I'll do this. This is great. I can be home every day. Don't have to stay every day in a hotel.
I love it.
So,
love it. Yeah, next week over in River Falls, and
yeah,
nothing too crazy.
Right.
Be a fun year. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back for the opening stuff. Stick around.
It's always fun, It's first game of the year. Emotions are high. You're pumped up, ready to go. Got the old highlight film rolling up there on the scoreboard. I didn't get a chance to listen to your interview with Coach Cowles.
Awesome
you
as
got him
always.
to talk?
Yeah.
He's fun to talk to. You got 4.5 minutes out of him, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Here we go, Hudson. Welcome to the 2021 football season. You see the American flag, POW flag, and the Hudson flag make their way out onto the field. It's gonna be go time here. Yeah, I tell you, Cal's, he's a great interview. He's easy to talk with, just a really, really nice guy.
Yep.
He's got some good quality stuff, right? Sometimes you just get kind of the,
Some coaches don't want to share a whole lot. It's nice to get somebody that,
Yeah.
You could be interviewing Bill Parcells too. That's kind of the polar opposite. Right?
Yeah.
Somebody that doesn't want to say anything.
Right.
Thinks you're an idiot for even asking the question.
Yeah. Who are you again?
Right.
I'm just trying to get an interview here. No, he is definitely the polar opposite of that. He's great.
It's fun to see all these people back here. Looks like Sun Prairie's got a decent crowd here. I know they were finishing up a JV game on the backfield.
Oh, that's right.
Here
Yeah.
today. One of my buddies texted me and said he was reffing it, and I told him, stay cool, because that turf gets hot. That's the other thing. When the turf gets hot over the sun, it's ridiculous how warm it gets.
Yeah.
So sun's kind of going down here. Probably the clouds to the west are having an effect on that.
We're just getting some opening announcements from the seniors on the board here. We've got the flag corps made up of probably some American Legion gentlemen. We'll get them marching onto the field now.
We'll have to watch here this first series of Sun Prairie. Again, watch a little bit of scrimmage tape if you look and see if they are playing some of these better players both ways. We'll be able to catch their numbers.
Good kick back to the 10. Stoffel. Take that one.
Nice tackle.
Good pressure. Excellent job by Hudson. Number 9 getting in there quick.
Reese Thompson on the coverage that time. Good tackle.
The Thompsons, quick shout out to them. They do a ton for the bench warmers. busy with everything.
Yeah.
I think they helped with sponsor work, and Dana helps a ton with the website and social media, and just a good crew. Quick shout out to those guys.
Yep, a lot of work. A lot of work there.
Son with a great tackle there. All right, let's flip the sheet here. We've got the quarterback out there. It's number 1. Yep.
That's Jerry Kaminsky.
Kaminsky.
Want you to watch for number 7.
Pass coming right up the middle.
Right there,
wow,
right in the
wide
middle.
open. Catches it at the
First play of
50,
the
the
game.
40, the 30, the 25, 20. He is gone. First play of the
That's
game.
that Connor Stoff there. That's so. If you're Hudson and you're going back and looking at tape from these guys, you probably haven't seen this kid. He was a freshman last year, but
No
they just
way.
had him deep on the kick return. And now first play of the game. Outside receiver that time was number 7, Addison Astrenga. And you could see the defense move that direction. Quarterback did a good job of taking a look there, but right across the middle, just basically running a post in the middle of the field was Stoff, and he's got some speed.
He just
Right
kind of
down
he
the
ran
field.
away from the defense. Yeah, he just kind of cut a little bit over to the right there and just ran away with things.
Surprised to see them come out right away throwing, especially into the wind like that. But what I saw on the scrimmage tape was they like to throw the football, so we might see a lot of that tonight.
Kicks up and good. That's 7 quick ones in 2 plays. 3, I suppose, if you count that kickoff. But quick strike offense. My goodness.
Very quick. Yep.
Buckle up for these guys.
Sun Prairie's got a player down on that. Yeah, we talked about it in the pregame. Inexperience in that defensive backfield. It's just, you gotta get out there, take your chops, and see what. And right there, you could see they were trying to attack that middle of the field, and obviously Stoff wide open on that. Nice pass as well by Kaminsky. Stayed back in the pocket.
Let's cut to a quick break here. We've got a player down, so we'll be right back.
Troy Bounting deep for the Raiders. On both sides of him, you've got Tim Hesapopoulos and also Riley Anderson.
Nice. Old Hesapopoulos. He plays a lot of sports. We had him in baseball back in the spring. We got him out here now. I think he dabbles in a little basketball as well. Multi-sport. A lot of these guys, multi-sport athletes.
Yep.
Kicks up.
That one, Bounting's going to get a chance at this one.
Fields
See if
it
they
at
can
the
make a little
15
wedge
to the
for
20.
him.
Got a little room. All right, picked up a couple there. Got out to the 30, and the pile finally gets into the ground. We'll get a couple whistles there. But Bounting picks up a handful there, about 10, 15. We'll spot the ball at the 30.
So, mentioned before, Isaac Ham for Sun Prairie, number 24. You can see him coming onto the field right now. We'll see which side he lines up on. Primarily looks like on film he's going to play defensive end in this formation. Also have an active linebacker by the name of Davis Hamilton, another senior there, so watch for him. He's number 19. Indeed, Mr. Mears in the backfield there for the Raiders.
Number 8.
4 wide here to start.
Sends Bounting in motion.
Pitch out. Oh, boy.
Boy, did they read that one. Loss of about 6. Bounting no sooner received the ball, and he just got smoked.
Well, and that was number 7, Addison Astrenga, who we mentioned is going to Iowa to play.
He's pretty good. He's a D1 recruit.
Yeah. Right.
Weird.
Big kids, too. I mean, we're talking 6'5", 225 there for Astrenga.
That's what he runs?
6'6", 230 on Ham.
Wow.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say Hudson drops about 5 there back to the 25. Mears will need to pick something up here. Again, in motion.
Mears out to
Flips
pass.
one on out.
Had him there for a
just
second.
out of the reach of Bounting there.
That's a player that can create some mismatches. If you can get him in the backfield. I was just going to mention before that play, you saw the first offensive play for Hudson. They ran Bounting in motion, much like they did a lot last year with Mateo Bonin. They'd move Bonin to the backfield. They'd move him out to a split position, or in that situation, he becomes a running back, kind of coming back through in motion. I'm sure they're going to want to try to get Troy Bonin going early here.
Absolutely.
He's definitely their most dynamic offensive weapon. but facing a 3rd and long here to start their first drive.
Again, off of the 25 here, they'll send Bounting in motion.
Drop play.
Draw handoff. Tries to get around the corner, beats one, but gets hit by the next trailer there. Loses about a yard on the play. Bring up a 4th down.
Good pursuit. That was Ham, actually, that came and made that play from way on the other side. You can see why recruits like him. He's got some speed.
Yeah.
He's got some size.
Yep, you can see why these guys are highly recruited players. A couple of them making big plays early on here. So Hudson to kick.
Alex Munich.
Number
back
3.
to punt.
Munich back on the 11. Takes the snap. Kicks up. Wind at his back. Nice little kick here down to the 32. Nice pursuit. Good coverage. Hudson drops him at the 33. Great play there by like number 27.
Yep, Owen Gooder. On that tackle. Good coverage. Good hang time on that one, too.
Yeah, excellent kick.
Give your defense a chance to get down, your coverage get down, and make a play.
All right, so Hudson back on defense here. Unable to get anything going that last offensive stand here. We'll see Kaminsky and his offense again. Kaminsky with a strike on that first play. Little handoff up the middle.
Nice
Picks
job
up
that time. Evan
maybe
Tyler
one.
with that tackle, shoestring tackle. So, want to keep an eye on number 7. Ostrenga is up at the top of your screen there towards the Sun Prairie bench.
He's their top receiver, right?
He's the top guy. We saw him kind of play decoy that first play. We'll see if they want to move him around. Hudson, obviously right now, single coverage over there. Safety's cheating over a little bit.
Desharm covering him up top there.
Keeper that time by Kaminsky.
Tricked me on that one. Picked
Marnell
up maybe
with
one.
the tackle.
A towel comes flying out of the scrum.
They're sweating. That's probably the center towel.
I'll take that towel. Throw it on the ground.
Right.
Get in their head. That's great. Picked up maybe one there, so we've got a third and 7.
About 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 maybe, yep. My math's not really that good from Rochester Public Schools, man. Help me out, Spooner.
Yeah. Looking at him again, going
Pass.
across the middle, wide open,
wide
number
open.
19 that time. Again, just kind of a clear-out route.
Hamilton on that far side. Picks up a whole bunch all the way down to about the 20 there as Hamilton caught that one up on the that far side. And, again, nobody by him.
Yeah, and I didn't see where Hamilton lined up pre-play that time, but you had Ostrenga split wide. And, again, he kind of just ran a clear-out route. And you mentioned that. That's a big target you got to account for, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
all of a sudden, and it looks like Ostrenga's playing more of like a halfback or a wingback position there.
Stoff in motion there. Handoff. Yep. Goes out to the left side. That's number 25. Walters. Did I see that
Colton
right?
Walters, yep.
So Walters picks up a handful of them and bring up a 2nd and 5, I believe.
This is that spot we're getting close here where on film it looked like Ostrenga becomes a big target. And
Okay.
that's where they don't use him so much as a decoy. It's more of that we're going to throw the ball up and let him go get it.
Kind of a red zone
Red zone threat. Yep.
threat, yes. Again, 2nd and 5 here. Kaminsky. A high snap, bobbled. Oh, in the dirt. Woo! Hudson gets back on that one. That'll be number 9. Number 9 for Hudson.
Thompson with the hustle play
on the
that
play.
time.
Thank you.
He just moves real quick out there. Good athlete, strong kid. Can tell he loves football. Saw that last year when we covered some of those JV games. He was always full of energy, helping out that defense. Big play here. We'll see what they want to do.
3rd and long here. 3rd and 12.
Might be 4-down territory here.
Kaminsky with the snap. Fakes the handoff. Rolls out to the right. Takes a peek. Pretty good coverage there. Hits a man. No good. They're going to say he's either out of bounds or bobbled it, or I don't know. Just Couldn't really tell from the
Stubendick
signal.
on that play, closed in on the sideline. I think ended up not being able to get his feet in bounds. So
We got another Stubendick in the mix?
we
Is
do.
that Eric?
Yeah, that's Eric.
Come on. We've seen all those boys been up playing varsity. I love it. Great family.
That was a nice play by the quarterback. I mean, you saw him roll out this direction. He had an opportunity. Do you run it? Do you throw it? He tried to throw it. He threw it on the run. Actually made a decent pass there, but
Going
just
for
not
it.
enough room to get it in.
4th and long, going for it here. Kaminsky on his ball's on the 28. Kaminsky back at the 35. Steps back, drops one deep into the corner.
Miscommunication.
Nobody home. That'll
Good
be
stop.
4 and out.
Good stop by the Hudson defense that time. Just
We'll
a
take
little
it.
miscommunication between receiver and quarterback, and he certainly was looking for a Stringa, but Stringa cut his route off short, basically right at the first down line, and
We'll take it.
Kaminsky
So-
threw it to the pylon.
Quick heads up for you.
Yeah,
You've been to Agave to Go on exit 2
I have,
or
yeah,
exit
absolutely.
4. So I went there today and had some tacos. They're the street tacos.
Oh yeah.
Holy cow. They've got this, I think it's called Laredo sauce.
Yeah.
And it basically, I can take a bath in this. It's so good.
Jeez.
That's probably a little gross.
I've got a weird
But
vision right
a little,
now.
rewind, a little Laredo sauce on a street taco.
Yeah.
Real good.
Good stuff.
Oh my goodness. Handoff.
Comes Hudson again.
Cut.
Nice keeper
No,
that
a
time. Good
keeper.
fake by Mears.
Sneaky Mears on out to the left side. Mearsy gets over the 48-yard line as he's out of bounds. And I'll tell you, I got to get my football eyes on because he had me tricked on that one.
He did. He did a really nice job of that, carrying out that fake to the wingback, kind of going opposite that time, and wide open. Nice blocking on that left side. I see Weddleson out there blocking on that side. I think Big Ben before Sears still snapping the football, so I haven't caught who's playing left guard yet, but we'll get there.
All right. Got Mearsy back. Sends a man in motion. That's Bounty. Mears
Fake
out to the
fullback
left.
that time.
Quick snap. Oh, nice play there. Just shy of the first down. That was number 82. Is that Dean?
Charlie Dean, yep.
Yeah, there
that
you
play.
go, Dean. Nice job. About a yard shy of the first, so that'll bring up a 3rd and very short. Oh, the beauty of those street tacos, sorry, those things are so good. They also come with like chips and salsa. It's all included. It's great. And then they've got a lunch price too. It's like $7.
That's great.
I felt like I was getting away with something. Check them out.
You
Exit
ran out of
4.
there like you stole something.
Oh, I did. I was like, put a tip down and get
nice,
out of here
nice,
quick.
nice. That's a first down.
Yep.
Way to keep the feet moving. Yep. I
Nice
believe
job
that was
there by number
Zach. Yep.
28,
Pokendorfer
Cokes.
got bounced behind the line of scrimmage, kept the feet moving, got the first down.
Cokes with a nice play there. Nice kind of play action too. You saw our QB Mears fake back and just a lot going on there. It's crazy when you start diving into football how much is going on at every position. You know what I mean? It's not just one thing. It's every guy's got a bunch to do.
Yep.
All right, Hudson making some ground here in their second drive. Mears sends Bounty in motion, fakes to him, keeps it. Mears, excuse me, that was not Mears. That was a direct snap
Jake Bussin
to
that time.
Bussin.
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 Bussin played a little baseball last year. Had a nice baseball season for the Raiders. He's only a junior.
Busting out there. Did you call that the Wildcat? If you throw in
That's
number 5 and then direct snap?
kind of a wildcat play that time.
We do that?
You ran that ran a fake to Bowning coming around, and then quarterback keeper. So design play.
All right. Mears is back in the action now. Mears will keep this one. He goes out to the left, plants a foot there, picks up, I don't know, maybe 1.5. So third and 6 here coming up.
I've got our left guard is Tabor Kuncher. Tabor Kuncher,
It's Kuncher.
number 52, playing left guard out there.
Yeah,
You got
Kuncher.
Weddleson, Kuncher.
Kuncher's got a sister that's pretty darn good goalie for Hudson, I'll tell you. Really good goalie. Coot! Mearsy. Sorry.
Oh, had him.
Nice pass out to that right side. Had Hassapopoulos out there. Nice reception, but only picked up 2. Bring up fourth and 4, I believe.
Good pursuit that time by Sun Prairie. I think that was a linebacker picking up Hassapopoulos out of the backfield.
Number 20 dove to make that tackle as Hassapopoulos was about to get free. That was Hernandez out there. So Hudson also will go for this one on 4th down.
That's an offsides. There
They threw him offsides, and you heard the coaches in the booth with a little Ric Flair, woo! As we got an offsides call. We'll take it.
That's right.
It'll give us a first down.
Ham getting anxious, trying to get to the quarterback, make a play, but got to listen, got to watch that football.
The student section will fire up the "You Can't Do That" chant. We'll pick up a first down, like we mentioned. We'll move the chains, so we'll get a marker at the... Oh, we got the mics working this year, too. Kind of fancy all of a sudden here.
No kidding.
Encroachment? Kind of fancy here in Hudson. All right, 1st and 10. Ball on the 30.
Nice drive here for Hudson. They got trips left here, see what they want to do. Got Boning down here as well. They're going to look for him.
Drops. Oh, gosh, he got hit as he was throwing a flag down.
Yeah. I don't know what we're going to see here. See what the call is, but Sun Prairie in that backfield pretty quick.
Yes, they
had
were.
Mears kind of wrapped up, and he was still able to get rid of the football.
We'll see if the ref has
might be a hold here.
Holding.
Yeah.
Yep. So, unfortunately for Hudson, that'll back him up 10 yards here. We'll have a 1st and 20.
Quick pressure that time on that left side for Sun Prairie, and you could see that Mears was looking down the field. He had Boning one-on-one with one of the corners, but just that pressure got to him a little quick, and then, of course, the hold. So
Boom, got a shout-out coming in a second. Wow, how far did we back up here? Does that look like further that I don't help me out?
Spot fought well. It ended up with a pitch play. So I'm thinking what happened. Yeah, spot, and I'm not sure if they called him sacked back there. They had him wrapped up. He still got rid of the football.
Yeah.
Then the mark-off looked to be right about that spot. So yeah, so you're talking. They don't even have it up on the board. If I had to, I'll use my Spooner math here.
25.
We're looking. That's Rochester
math.
You had it on your booth. It's 28.
Oh, dang it. 25. They just changed it.
Right.
Rochester versus Spooner math. Yeah. Look out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't have enough digits to count
10,
that high.
15, 20. Too funny.
Yeah. Unfortunate play there, but Hudson still with a decent drive here.
Timeout. Hudson.
Got themselves as deep as the 30. We'll see. It's only 2nd down, so.
Perfect. Well, we'll take a quick breather, and we'll be right back. Drops back to pass. This is Mears. Oh, the ankle tackle. Oh, my goodness. Dropped him for a huge loss there.
Trenton Wagner back there and Ham getting that pressure on. So what I'm seeing right now, at least on that play, the offensive linemen, they're not holding their blocks, and so you could just see that the defense, the push just kept coming. In fact, at the end, Ham released and the person blocking him basically released off of him as well. So got to hang on those blocks here.
Mears keeps this one, heads up the middle, picks up about 5, but a long ways to go. Hey, another quick shout out. We've got a young lady in town, Casey Dawson, who is going to work on kicking cancer. We've got a get-together over at Jonesy's Local, September 25th, noon to 5. Going to have 50-50 raffles, silent auction, baskets, prizes, and more. Come check it out, please. Again, that's September 25th, noon to 5, for Casey Dawson. Help her. Help the community raise money to help her battle cancer. Again, it's at Jonesy's Local. Kick
Oh,
blocked.
boy.
Oh, boy. This one goes right in the air.
That was Ham again. He just got into the
He's quick, isn't he?
The two front blockers there on the punt got pushed back, right back into the punter, Munich. You can see that. They're sending their two biggest guys in there. Basically, every time they start to put pressure on or try to run a stunt, those guys are running it. That time they had them coming up the middle, trying to obviously block the punt, and they succeeded.
Wow.
So
some of the big rigs getting some big plays here for the Sun Prairie Cardinals. Well, Kaminsky back to work here. He'll take over at the 50.
wide
Got a guy
open.
right up the middle. That's number 19, Hamilton. Hamilton works his way down to the 25-yard line.
So Hamilton, Ostrenga, we mentioned him. Those are two guys playing both ways tonight, offense and defense. We'll see if we got any other guys. Number 54 is the left tackle. We mentioned him before, Evan Malcor. He haven't seen him on defense yet, but some athletes out there, and they're using them.
Absolutely. Kaminsky
Quick
fires
pass
one.
that time.
A 13 cutting towards the middle there.
Slant pass to John Vandewall.
Vandewall, yep.
No huddle here. We're pretty much just up-tempo, I should say. They're not really going into the huddle at all. They're getting the play from the sideline, but moving a little quicker than they did that last drive.
Couple quick shout-outs to some neighbors. Chris Jansen tuning in on the Michigan shores. Jance, hope you're doing great. And Katie Axel tuning in out there from the hood. That's my neighborhood.
The hood.
The hood. Yep. Katie is the owner of Get Out and Try. If you haven't checked them out, check them out online. They've got ideas for what to do on your weekends.
Ham into the game as a lead blocker that time. Good stiff arm by number 25.
Nice hit on the far side.
Got outside, picked up. Marnell had him in the backfield, just got stiff armed. And 25, Colton Walters with a nice run to pick up 5.
Seems like a broken record, but another big guy just kind of putting his head down here and picking up an extra 3 at the end.
Yep. I did got a text from my buddy Eric Tweet. He was the one reffing the game behind us, and when we were wondering about that spot after the hold, it's 10 yards from the spot of the
foul.
Right.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Which makes sense because you could see the way they're in the backfield. There's that throw over there.
Lost it out to the corner.
Just a little high.
Off the fingertips.
Almost got away with a push off there.
What's your buddy's name that's a ref?
Eric Tweet. He's a Hudson guy.
Tweet.
Great guy.
Tweet. Is he the guy that wears the short shorts and the long socks?
No.
He's not. Okay, that's a different guy. Got it. Sorry, Tweet.
No.
One of your buddies does that. I forget who it is.
That's Gail Pronshinsky.
Oh,
He
Pronshinsky.
was probably working one of those other games too. So
Pronshinsky. Love that.
yeah, his son and my son are living in La Crosse this year for college, so
Ooh.
probably see him around.
Notify the authorities.
Kaminsky that time, plenty of time, and there it is again. Hamilton
Had him coming right across
showing
the goal line.
himself to be quite an offensive player too. I was impressed with him on tape playing middle linebacker, but he's a big target. Gets wide open across the middle that time, and Kaminsky had time to throw into the end zone.
That's the combo, right? You've got time, you got a big target, your throw's on target. Boom, bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah.
Another 6 on the board. We'll see if they can get the point after here. Another quick shout out to a buddy of mine in the hood, Jeff Tierstig. Thanks for tuning in. Always great to have you out there. Kicks up, and she good. So 14 on the board for the Cardinals. It's a, takeover position at midfield and just a couple quick plays, and they move her on down.
Yeah, I mean, you can't give them second chances and can't give them great field position.
No.
They're as we talked about, they're a very good football team, well coached, good players. So give yourself a chance, right?
That's right. Yep, absolutely.
Real quick, I mentioned it before. The Hudson Boosters this year are doing a different program. They've got a program for each home game. They'll choose a player from booster football from each level based on their sportsmanship and outstanding progress to be ball boys for the Hudson High School varsity games.
That's awesome.
This week, the ball boys out there from the boosters are Easton Walrack and Ty Sonnertag. So congratulations to those boys. Nice to be on the field. I'm sure it's a cool experience for them to be down there with all the high school boys and the coaches and being in the mix of the action.
Well, and the bench warmers, I'll tell you what, they do a great job all around the horn, and this is just another example. And the boosters as well do a great job.
This is a booster thing.
Boosters,
I'm sure,
great
Ken
job.
Stelzner, who runs that program for the boosters, he I'm sure talked to the bench warmers and also the coaches and got the okay. So I think it's a great idea.
I love the partnership between all the groups. It's awesome. Kick down to about the 16-yard line. Bounty, nice cut, gets loose. Bounty makes another in miss, make another. Here we go, Bounty 40, 35, 30, 1 to beat, 20, 10, tiptoe, 1.
No.
Touchdown, Hudson. We'll get the replay here. At least in our booth we will. We got a flag down.
And I don't know if it was a block in the back. It didn't look like anybody touched anybody. You know what I think it is? Hudson had a player run down the sideline with the play. You're only allowed to stay in the restricted white areas that you can see over here.
Okay.
And it looked like that player ran beyond that. Now, let's see. I don't know if that's going to affect the outcome of the play.
What individual effort by Bounting. He made about 7-8 guys miss on that run back. Awesome job.
Well, and that's, again, that's the player that Hudson needs to, he's the dynamic offensive weapon that they have. I think they'll probably let this, it's an unsportsmanlike penalty is what the call.
Two fouls, here we go.
Sideline violation, kicking team.
Oh.
Sideline violation, return team. Result of the play.
Touchdown,
that's good.
Hudson. So both teams with sideline violations. Great.
The only thing I caught when I looked at the replay was I saw we had a player run down beyond that line.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the same thing happened over on their sideline.
What are the odds of that?
That's lucky is what it is. Lucky for Hudson.
I love it. Oh, a great answer by Hudson as they post up 6 on the board with a huge play by Bounting as he makes everybody miss as he goes coast to coast.
Yeah, that was an excellent run. Great vision. He did have Marnell kind of trailing on the play, but Owen did a good job just kind of holding back. If he would have gone, and even if Bounting would have cut back, it probably would have been questionable if he would have made contact with the defender. They might have called a penalty there, but didn't need to do it. Bounting had enough gas and enough moves and strength to get into the end zone there. So excellent, beautiful play.
What a play. Oh, beauty with just a couple seconds left in this first quarter. Love to see that. So Hudson jumps onto the board. Getting the call in here. Mears will head back into the end of the line. I don't know what kind of call we're making. We're just doing an extra point, I think, but who knows?
Yep, kicking the extra point.
So Hudson, number 3, that's Munich, with the attempt. Kicks up. She good. All right, so smooth 7 on the board for Hudson. Again, a great answer by them as they had seen 14 points posted up unanswered and come back with, a great play by Bounting. Ran into his mom the other day at one of my favorite stores in town, Onside Apparel, the home of the Raider Clothing Company. I don't know if you saw, they posted a picture of me on their social media account the other day with all sorts of
I bet you that
apparel.
Broke the record with likes, huh?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I've been watching really tight, and I don't know. I'm hoping it's going to break 100. I don't know how many likes this ugly mug gets.
Are you their new model, their male model?
I am definitely not their new male model. I was in there buying a whole bunch of stuff.
Well, that's good.
I actually got some stuff for you two characters too, but to be unveiled at another date when we have the, I don't know if you've heard, but they do screen printing and embroidery.
Yes.
And so they're going to do a little little something special for the crew up here. You know, I like to give back to the team.
You've got good taste. I like the stuff we got last year, so appreciate that.
It's helpful to have a bobble there at the 5. Does recover it. Hudson in there trying to get a hit. They do. Woo! I love it.
Hudson.
Ball on the 12-yard line. That'll do it for the first quarter.
A little bit of a momentum switch here.
Yes,
a little
sir.
bit of a flip of the switch.
A little bit. Nice hit there. And you look at in the booth here, we've got a delayed transmission, but bobbled that one just a little bit when he got hit. Good thing for them that he was down.
Right.
Our ball boys tonight are from the Hudson Boosters.
Fun to hear the PA doing an announcement. Look on the board; they've got a picture of the kids up on the big screen.
It's awesome. Looks like he's
That
going
is
water
really
skiing.
good.
His favorite athlete is his brother, Tyson Moret.
Wow.
His favorite football
How great is that? His
That's awesome.
athlete's his brother. That's awesome. All righty.
The other ball boy is Ty Sonante, a 5th grader at Hudson Prairie Elementary. His favorite football
Hudson
team
Prairie.
is also the Green Bay Packers. His favorite subject
I love
in
it.
school is gym.
That was my favorite subject in school was gym as well.
Yeah.
What he's doing when he's not at school is playing
Hey,
the
you can't. I mean, kids' honesty is awesome.
Yep.
Boosters ball boy.
Hudson Booster Ball Boys.
That's great. Glad that they're recognizing him, giving him an opportunity to
That
to
is
do
fun.
That. That's awesome.
Hey, a quick shout out to one of our bench warmers, Tim Marnell, doing some heavy lifting here before the game. Tim, appreciate all your help with the bench warmers. Wow, breaking through all sorts of tackles to the line there.
Run the ball yet? That was a nice run. He ran
22
hard.
Thayer?
Cortez LeGrant.
Oh, got the wrong one.
Cortez
23.
LeGrant.
LeGrant. Yep.
Quick. He got through that
Wow.
hole quick and
Slicing and dicing through
banged it
the line there.
to finish.
Kaminsky hands this one off. Another
again.
nice cutback again. LeGrant, and a late flag comes flying in over the Raider logo out
That
there.
came from the back judge, so we'll see what that. Might have seen a hold from his vantage point there.
What are you calling a hold?
Yeah, it looks like a hold based on where he dropped the flag there, too.
I like it. You know, I keep track of your calls that are right and wrong, and at the end of the year, I run some equations. And last year, you did really good.
It's always nice to have those guys. I'm glad Eric's on tonight. And
Block in the back.
see, I was wrong.
Block in the back. Okay, so check mark in the wrong.
But you know what I say?
What?
It's kind of like horseshoes.
Get her close?
Yep, close enough.
Horseshoes and hand grenades.
That's right.
That sounds like some Spooner saying. Anderson, are you out there? Frank Anderson, are you out there? What's his nickname again?
Well, he's got plenty.
What's the one we can see on the air?
Well, I call him Frankie Foot Wedge. He golfs enough, so
Foot wedge.
yeah, that's a.
Put
that's
me
a good
down
one.
for a 4.
Yep,
After he shoots a 7. Is that what you're saying?
yep.
Kaminsky drops back. He's got a guy on the near side here.
Nice coverage that time by the Raiders. That was a Stringa that time, trying to free him up on a quick screen there.
Good tackle there by Hudson. That's number 17, McDonald. Will McDonald. Boy, Will McDonald, I saw him play with my son on the varsity lacrosse team this spring, and what a wheel. All team athlete, all state athlete, just real good. Those guys are so athletic.
Great season there for you guys in lacrosse for sure.
Yeah, played for the state title.
Good
came up
pressure
shy.
by the Raiders that time.
Oh,
Still gets that away.
Drops one in far side and reaches to about the 45-yard line.
Hudson that time almost got to Kaminsky. Just normal pressure. Looked like that was Tyler that was making that push, but able to get that one out. Complete that pass to Stoff.
Wow.
Again, only a sophomore there for number 3 from Sun Prairie, and he's in the action quite a bit. Returning kicks, and we saw him catch that first touchdown.
So first down for the Cardinals here. Kaminsky will hand this one off. Nice run up the middle. Picks up about 6 or 7 there. It was LeGrant again. It's funny, they can feature quite a few different guys in this this offense.
Yeah, well, and what we're seeing right now on the defensive side, that time that was McDonald making the tackle 7 yards down the field. You got to start filling with those linebackers and helping those defensive linemen start making some tackles.
So second and just a couple.
Stumped
about
that
3.
time. Nice play.
Nice
Good
tackle.
fill that time. Evan Tyler.
Tyler with a tackle for a loss for the Cardinals. So back him up a couple. 3rd and 5 to go here. Evan Tyler, one of the captains out there for the Hudson Raiders. We're going to get an interview with the captains like we did last year at some point in the near future.
Sounds good.
Kaminsky drops back. Got some time.
Oh, overthrew him.
And over the head there of number 3, Stauff, who's been in the action a ton.
That was really good coverage that time by Hudson. Just checking a number here to see who we had out there on Ostringa. It looks like number 36 for Hudson. Ducharme did a nice job. Pinned him against the sideline. That's where the first look was, and then they went to the the receiver underneath, and that was Stauff, and he was covered well too. So good defensive stand by Hudson.
I like it. Seems like Hudson's getting the wheels turning a little bit here, which is great. Well, it's got to be tough coming off of just, practice. Then you're playing a team like this that, boy, they've got a lot going on. Kicks up with the win. That goes into the end zone. Good kick. Winded his back there, but just a bit far if you're a Cardinals fan. If you're a Hudson fan, that's just right.
That's what we wanted.
Just what the doctor ordered there. Well, it doesn't look like any storms are anywhere near us. As I say that, I'm probably jinxing us right now. That's how it goes.
Don't do that.
I've got a band of them kind of heading straight north. Looks like they're west of St. Paul right now. So it's weird. You look along. I'm looking at my weather app here, and you can just see the line, and we're on the good side of the line. So hopefully we stay on that side. All right. Mearsy takes the snap, rolls out to his left. He's got a guy. There he goes. Got about 10 yards there. That was number 15. 16. Excuse me. It's Riley Anderson.
Riley had a nice little season that we covered those JV games last year. He was in the mix a lot.
Mr. Anderson. Yep, Riley Anderson with a nice catch and run after the reception there. Brings up a first down here for Hudson. So nice initial play for them. And Riley Anderson, is he part of the Owen Anderson, Jason Anderson crew? I know Anderson's a very common name, but thought I'd ask.
Nope.
Keeper? They sniffed that one out.
Sure,
Loss
know
of
Riley's, Riley's parents, but no.
Okay.
No.
I always think, God, Sundin knows everybody.
No. Tell you, we both went through a graduation last year with seniors.
We did.
You sit there and you're like, wow, there's a lot of kids here. And then it's like, wow, there's a lot of kids I don't know.
I know.
I
know,
just
right?
because it's a big school district. But
well, and you feel like you know a lot of folks, too, when you come up playing sports and being involved. And you do know a ton, but you're right. You go to that graduation ceremony and you're, wow, there's a whole lot of folks that I don't know.
There sure is.
2nd and 12 here. Mears takes this one, rolls out.
Sidearm
action.
Nice throw out there. Got that one to Jameson.
Jameson, number 2.
Nice adjustment that time on the run by Carter Mears, and made that throw, had a hand in his face, and just kind of flinged it out sidearm. Picked up about 8 yards.
2 big bodies collapsing on him in the backfield there, and like you said, doing a good job getting rid of that one.
Hudson O-line starting to do a little bit better job of containing their blocks. That time I saw Ham was on this side. Got blocked well on the end and wasn't able to be a part of that play.
3rd and 2.
Looking for a hard count again.
Hasapopoulos doing a little bit of a figure 8 around Mears there. He gets back set.
Sun Prairie showing blitz. See if they come with it.
Moving around. A timeout called by Hudson. Ethos, sorry about that. We'll get you guys back on in a second here. A pitch back.
Nice
made a
spin
move.
Nice
Gotta
spin
make
move.
another spin. There we go.
Play.
Woo! Bouncing, spin, bust loose, individual effort. A++ for Bouncing.
Yeah, that was all Troy Bounting. That got blown up over here. Stringo was there. Missed tackle in the backfield. Bounting just keeping those legs chopping. Spins out of it. Turns a negative into about 8 yards and a first down. So great run.
He knew he had to pick up a couple more. Like you said, a couple spins later, he's picking up about 8 more, and so they'll move the chains out to midfield. First down. Big time. All right. 6:50 to go in the second quarter here. He'll keep this one. Mears makes a move or two and gets clipped at the line there. Might have picked up a half a yard. I know we had to cut short on the Ethos Performance commercial there. I like to say thanks to Nate and Dan, the owners out there. They're doing the physical therapy, PT work. My sons trained with them for last year, which was fantastic. I can't tell you another time when they've said they had fun working out, ever.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you guys are doing out there, but you're doing a good job.
Working. It's working.
Something's happening. Mears. Handoff. Oh, boy. Caught way in the backfield there. That was Hasapopoulos trying to get around to the outside, and they sniffed that one out.
They did. Yeah, and just kind of blow that play up. I think we're going to have a hold here on Hudson, too, just out in front of us. So what I'm liking about the Hudson offense right now, what seems to be working, at least on these pass plays, is rolling Mears out to a strong side, which would be the right.
Yep.
And give them a couple opportunities, give them a couple of targets. If they can get somebody out the flat, maybe somebody near the sidelines. He's quick enough. He's got a good enough arm. He can make those throws. That time things kind of went the opposite direction, and that play kind of blew up. We also haven't really seen too much of fullback action with Kokendorf either.
Yeah.
But now we're sitting on 3rd and long. We'll see what Hudson wants to do here.
Probably a pass play here, but you never know. Little keeper by the QB, at least for now. He rolls out to the right. Got a white jersey in front of him, picked up about 4 or 5. That'll bring up 4th down. Kind of a wave of white jerseys coming his way there at the end. He cut around the side and good hustle.
Just kind of saying, let's get ourselves to a better field position or get them, try to pin them back here. But now we're punting into the wind. So, and again, if you remember, the last time Hudson punted, that punt got blocked by
that's right,
by the 2 big guys getting a push on those up blockers. So
that's right.
And it looks like they're going to try to maybe send the house again here. Here they come.
Got that one off a wobbler. Kind of squirreled out of bounds.
Coach Adam
at the
Yeager
30.
caught that. You got to put your hand up for a fair catch. You're going to get hit next time, Adam.
Yeager's he's a tall drink of water. He's a big guy.
Good guy.
Yeah,
very good guy.
Good guy. So he caught that one at about the 35. I think it went out at the 37. That's where they'll spot that one. So that's where the Cardinals will take over. So 5:50 to go in the second quarter here.
So again, mixing up that backfield a little bit for some Prairie. We liked last Cortez LeGrant that time, or the last series was pretty effective. He's not in the game right now.
Walters on the carry there, picks up about 3 or 4.
We also saw in warm-ups they had quite a big fullback that I haven't seen him yet tonight.
Was that number 35?
I think that was 35. He's playing nose tackle on defense.
That's what
Christian
I thought,
Jones.
Yeah, we saw him in warm-ups. Oh,
I think it's 34. Jalen Dane. They got him listed as running back D-line.
Right.
So
you're right, 34.
Yeah.
You are correct, sir. Yes. 2nd and 6. Quick pass. Wide open. First down. Maybe a couple more.
Van de Waal on that play. Again, seeing kind of similar offense here from Sun Prairie as to what Hudson runs, running some motion in the backfield. Again, a lot of their runs are more of the straight-up runs. They have run some quarterback keeper so far to Kaminsky. But I think they're more pass run than the opposite. You know, they're looking to pass the ball when they can, and I'm sure with the wind at their backs, or they feel like they can get down the field. There's
handoff.
Cortez again.
Looks to the outside, then cuts back into the middle there. Picks up about 4. So brings 2nd and 6 up. Nice footwork by him, and they'll just kind of work the clock a little bit on this drive. Again, great evening out here in the probably in the low 80s right now. A little breeze out of the south. Yeah,
breeze helps for sure.
Yeah, especially in the sauna up here. Another run.
LeGrant on the carry.
LeGrant again. Picked up another 4, so 3rd and short. Tyler on the tackle. Well, on the Cardinals right now, just kind of banging away a little bit with this grinding game that they've switched to a little bit. We'll see if we get a pass or another run. Up, quarterback keeper sneaks this one right up the middle. He'll pick up the first down.
Yep. Saw something that he liked right before the start of that play.
Just boom, boom,
Came
boom,
up
boom.
and took a look. Defense wasn't quite set. Came up, quick snap, boom, get behind your center and go.
Yeah, he blew a guy out of the line there. They hit so hard. First down for the Cardinals, just inside their 40. Kaminsky in the shotgun. Another handoff to LeGrant. He'll cut back towards the middle again.
LeGrant on the carry. Tackled by number 27, Owen Gooder.
Gooder that time did a nice job coming up from, I think he was at the safety position, came up and filled that spot.
Nice work
outside
by Gooder.
linebacker.
So 2nd and 8 to go, 3:20 in this first half. Kaminsky back in the shotgun again, and a man in motion pass coming up. He'll drop back 2 more steps. Fires. Opened up at the last minute. Bobbled down.
Good play
No
that
catch.
time. That's Ducharme, I think, over
Wow.
on that side.
Great hustle on that far side by the defense.
Luke Richards, my bad. Luke Richards on that play. Good. You saw the pump fake. That was a laser throw. Receiver had it in his hands for just a second,
did.
but Richards was with him all the way and broke that up.
And just a little bit underthrown there, but a great play by Richards to break that up. So 3rd and long here. They get into the set here. Fake, pass, out to this near side. He's got room in front of him. First down and more. Hamilton over to the 15 and out of bounds at about the 14.
So Hudson's defense tonight, basically they're playing up front with their linemen, their 4-down linemen, dropping back, 3 to 4 down linemen, dropping back, a couple linebackers into coverage. That time they got out there Thompson on Hamilton, but you'll see that's Hudson just being prepared for that passing game.
Yeah,
you know, they're gonna send out about 4 or 5 guys every play.
You have to respect that game because Kaminsky and his crew can really light you up. Handoff up the middle. Yep. Slices right through. Barely touched. Down to about the 3. That'll pick up another first down, and it'll be 1st and goal. Boy, look at this. Just
Tackled by number 36, Braden Ducharme.
smooth right through the middle. Could have drove a truck through that
Good
hole.
hole.
Yep. Well, it'd be fun to see Hudson with the goal line stand here. If we could hold them, that'd be awesome.
Get a stop, get in the backfield, try to break that play up. This is where, again, look for number 7. They like to target him in the red zone unless they want to just keep pounding the ball. Yep, and that's what they're going to do.
Handoff. Got room on that far side, and they score another touchdown. That's
Walters again, just a little guy out there.
Yeah.
But quick and got to the corner. Got a block from Ostringa here on this left side.
Good block by Ostringa, too. So that'll be 20-7. Extra point will be coming up for the Cardinals. A very surgical drive there, I would say, by the Cardinal squad there. As they alternated between some power running in the midfield area, then some passes, and then some power running at the end.
Well, Hudson again with a chance with 2:20 left on the clock. We'll see if Sun Prairie decides to kick to Bounting. I mean, he's had a couple of nice returns so far. Obviously, returned the last one for a touchdown. They may decide to kick away from him, but Troy can get you. He can flip the field pretty quick. So hopefully we can get the ball in his hands and give the Hudson offense a chance to try to score here before the half.
That would be awesome. Well, again, another quick shout out to Agave Kitchen. Agave is located not only off of exit 4, that's the to-go-go. You'll also find them right downtown. They are on the main drag there, which has been on and off with construction this year. I don't know if it's on or off right now. I think it's still on, but they're open down there like Barker's and the rest of them. San Pedro, they're all open.
They're all open. Yep, and get down there and go visit them, because it's been, you had COVID last year. Of course, they shut down.
Crazy.
And then they had the space and then all those restrictions, and now you've got everything torn up downtown. It's sometimes I tell you, I drive like I'm trying to get to 94, and I have to go basically back past my house and down to the river, and it's like, how the heck am I getting out of here? So
it's been a squirrely summer with the construction downtown on, is it Second? Is that the main drag?
Yeah.
Second's been, if you haven't been in town, it's been tore up on both sides. I don't know if they're doing water main stuff or I don't know what they're up to. They're doing a lot.
All that, sidewalks. And,
Well, it's one of those things. We kind of can complain about it right now, but when it's done, it's going to look really good. It's going to be great,
Yep. And I'm sure they're going to get a little expanded parking down there, too, when it's all said and done, which is certainly helpful.
Ball
Need to have that.
Falls down off the tee. Does that count for one?
Yeah.
That's one. That's a stroke. Well, the super fan is tuning in out there, Mr. Bobo Brozak. Thanks for tuning in. Always great to have the super fan out checking in. I think we need to get Bobo in the booth this year for maybe a little bit Bobo. Of a Bobo interview.
And I want him to wear that vintage Hudson
that
jersey
letter
he wore
jacket?
last year, that letter jacket.
Yeah, right?
Let's get him in here. Absolutely.
So
We got to
great.
get the camera on him. Here comes Bounting. Nothing that time.
Got out to about the 23-yard line. So, Bobo, here's the invite. We want you in the booth. I got an extra mic we can throw on him. No problem. And we'll get you up here for a little bit. We'll chit-chat about the glory days.
Yep, I want to hear about him.
And see what we got.
Challenge accepted. That's what Bobo's saying right now.
I got to text from somebody else, but I'm hoping so. He's probably like, those guys really put me on the spot. If you know Bobo Brozak, please send him a text and tell him that he needs to get on this show and chat it up with us. Well, and how great would that be? He's got to be back from the late 80s, I would guess, all ball player. I'm guessing he's around our age, early 90s, late 80s. Little handoff.
I think he's a little younger than you and I, but that's all right. That was Ham that time. Got in the backfield, made that play up. Bounting trying to run that, run on the outside on that sweep, but
that
nothing
Ham,
doing.
boy, he's quick, isn't he?
He's active, and big kid. Again, I think we've done a decent job containing him in some spots, but he's just one of those guys that, surprisingly, they're going to put some meat on his bones no matter where he goes to college. But he's certainly fast, and we can see how tall he is. I mean, he's 6'6", so.
Yeah, he is. He's just huge. That last play, just kind of ran around the line there, made the play. Mears drops back here, has a little bit of time. Oh my, a big hand in the air there. That was number 18 or 10
that's
there.
Hamilton again, number 19.
Bobo Brozak, class of 86.
Oh, Bobo,
Boom.
you are older than us. Oh, boy. Now you have to come in. I don't know.
What are you, 88?
Do we need a wheelchair?
I don't know. Walker, maybe.
Yeah.
No, he's a youngster like us. Bobo's good. He'll come in here doing like wind sprints up the stairs and backflips and All right, so 3rd and long here.
3rd and long, and Sun Prairie's got at least 2 timeouts left here, maybe even 3. So
Hand
we'll
off.
see what they want to do. That's Kokendorfer. They're
Into
going to call the
traffic.
timeout real quick.
Yep.
So here's the thing. We're Hudson. We're kicking into the wind. And
That's
they're
right.
gonna probably try to put
Yeah.
some pressure on.
The last kick wasn't as long as a guy would hope for, probably 15, 20 yards.
It's important. It's important here for the Raiders to get this punt off.
It's going to be good field position for the Cardinals, no doubt. Well, a timeout for the Cardinals, I believe.
Yep.
So they'll kind of get their game plan put together here, and Hudson trying to stop the bleeding just a little bit. Down by 14 right now, 21-7, and love to I don't know if love to, but would like to kind of keep it that way, right? Keep us kind of hanging around in the game until the second half.
I just got a text from my buddy Dave Morey. Remember Brandon?
Morey, for sure, yeah.
Dave and Angela, big
for
bench
sure.
warmer people.
Big.
So he just
bench
texted
warmers.
me number 34. I had to look at the roster.
Yep.
Jalen Dane.
Yeah, he's
Is
the one
that
we were
last-
talking about.
Yeah, do you remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember the last name Dane? Any significance there you can think of? Ron Dane's son.
You got to be kidding me.
Badgers, Ron
You
Dane.
got to be kidding me. Kicks up, down to about the 43. Takes a Hudson bounce there. So you're saying he comes from a football family?
Well, and
You say there's a chance.
and he looks like he's built like his dad too.
Yeah.
Big kid.
Yeah, when
So-
we were watching him run earlier, I'm like, wow, that guy looks like, old school Earl Campbell or, any of the big running back, fullbacks that, just beast mode coming out of the back.
But has he carried the football yet? I don't think he's carried the football.
They're
yet.
not worried about
I
him
can see
carrying
him
the football
over on the
tonight.
sidelines over there.
They're like, if we need to get you in later, maybe. Get you some reps.
All
First
right, well,
down.
minute 14
Yep.
here and a couple timeouts left. Oh, quick. Thompson coming in, but
Oh,
it's
boy, a little
set up for a
screen
screen.
there.
Nice play by Ducharme on that.
Woo!
Coming
Descharm
up from the corner position to make that tackle.
for a loss.
Obviously a design screen that time, and pressure from Thompson. The Hudson defense pursued, but Ducharme finished him off for a 5-yard loss.
2nd and 15 here. Under a minute to go. Pass out to that right side.
That's Stoff again, Connor Stoff.
Caught inbounds.
Reception.
Another timeout taken by the Cardinals. Smart play by them.
Timeout, Sun Prairie. Second timeout of the half.
So Sun Prairie will take their second one in the timeout. 42 seconds to go. A nice catch there. He was hoping to get to the outside and get out of bounds, but could not quite do it. So big pick up on that second down. That'll bring up 3rd and short. It's always interesting when you throw out names of past great athletes and their kids are playing now, right? And it's just fun to, I don't know, no matter what side of the ball they're on, it's fun to see that. Like the lineage of, like, wow, look at this guy go,
Probably lots of pressure on those kids too,
I can't imagine, right? With a dad and a name like that, you're right. That comes with a bunch of pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy street. Yep, you're right.
So again, 4-down territory here, looking for that quick snap. Oh,
Tried
I
to
think
push
Hudson
it.
might have stopped him. A little short. Nope, looking by
Looks like
the
they
side
got it.
officials
Yep.
coming in. He's going to mark that as a first down.
Late push there, so we'll get a whistle.
Quick stop
Clock.
of the clock
Yep.
as they move the chains. Boy, it sure seemed like that got bottled up, but
Yeah.
the center and guards must have just kept moving forward.
Yeah, you saw that pile just kind of flop a little bit forward. Pass out to the flat here. Caught. Trying to shake
Hold
the
on to
tackler,
him,
but
hold on.
can't do it. Nice job by number
Buechler
21.
that time on that.
Buechler.
Field, Sun Prairie for the last time out of the half.
So Prairie's going to call another timeout here with 22 seconds. Good clock management by the Sun Prairie coaching staff.
Yeah, what are we at? About 30, 27. So, one timeout left. You can expect they're going to probably be looking for Ostrenga either beating his guy on the side or, again, that clear out we saw earlier that worked so well. Certainly don't think they're going to settle here and go into the half trying to kick a field goal. They're going to try to put it in the end zone one more time.
So you're thinking two shots?
I think they
two,
got
maybe
sure.
three?
Yeah, absolutely.
Two for sure, right?
Yeah.
Or you think?
Should be able to get two, even if you get the ball around, in the middle of the field, you can call a timeout yet and get one more crack at it. Short side over here, again, Ostrenga down on this side. Look for something, again, if it's a clear out there.
Coaches are calling for a timeout in the booth here.
Got the timeout.
They did
That's
get
good.
it. Whew. They definitely saw something up here that did you catch what they were seeing?
Timeout on
Well,
field, Hudson.
it didn't look like they had somebody that wasn't covered up here. So there's three
up on the high side there.
Yeah.
Please put 22 seconds back.
And that's, of course, where those cross routes are after they clear out on this side. Kaminsky does a good job looking at his target, looking at Ostrenga to at least get the defense to think he's going that direction.
Sure.
You don't see a lot of high school kids that can look off
the D like that. Yeah.
I mean, it's something that they certainly teach, but at a high school level, if they can do that, especially if they can look off a couple receivers, it's pretty impressive.
That's huge.
So we'll see what they want to do here. Looks like a similar formation.
Kaminsky back in the shotgun
this
here.
Side now they've got Hamilton in the backfield. Doesn't mean anything. He could still become a receiver. Here comes Stoff over to this side. Now they're switching sides.
Moving a couple guys. Guy comes in from the sidelines here. Is that LeGrant? Nope. LeGrant comes in late.
Come on, defense.
Moving another guy around. Fakes the handoff. Pressure. Oh,
pressure that
goodness.
time.
2-3 guys just missed there on the grab.
Kaminsky able to get out of bounds. Only six ticks off the clock, too, so they still have a timeout.
In that pocket, you could see it just kind of collapsing around him, and he just took a couple steps forward. Great play by Kaminsky to keep that alive and picks up the first down. Not that matters all that much. It's more about clock right now. 16 seconds to go. Good heads-up play. So Cardinals out of timeouts right now. They'll look to send the play in. Get the line set here. Kaminsky's got LeGrant over his right shoulder. Send the man in motion again. Drops back. Pass.
There he is.
Big play right up the middle. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Ostrenga on the touchdown catch.
Ostrenga, I'll tell you, he's a big guy and a big target and great pass.
And again, pretty good coverage that time on this side. Ducharme on that. Safety was there a little bit late. No help on that inside. Then it just becomes a jump ball. Let's throw it up to our big target, see if he can go get it. Certainly has a height advantage there, so that's a tough one to give up here late in the half. But
it is. Ostrenga comes in at about 6'5" on the chart here. The senior kicks up, kicks good. Make it 28-7. Hudson in the hole a bit here and needs to get her going after the half. Again, pretty impressive clock management by the Cardinals here. I mean, a great job by the coaching staff and the team there as they kind of manage their way down the field. Kaminsky with a nice run to pick up some yardage, get them a little bit closer in that red zone area, and then Ostrenga with the catch there as they were probably had a couple different they would have two opportunities at the end zone with the time remaining. So they do capitalize on that one and put 7 on the board.
Yeah, we talked about this with Hudson. A lot of new kids this year playing different positions or just being in that position of being thrust into playing varsity football. They're in the same boat. They've got new kids playing too. It's the first game of the year, so a lot of times in these types of games you see sloppy tackling or you see penalties and that kind of stuff. But
you bet.
Tonight it's been actually a pretty clean game. Some penalties here and there, but
yeah, I'd agree on both sides. It's been pretty clean. So the Cardinals will kick off from our right to left out there. Got bouncing back on the 6-7 yard line to receive for Hudson. 9 seconds to go in the half. The band and flag corps are all set to go down at the end zone to our left. Stick around. We'll be covering them during the half.
Next week in River Falls, Ken? Yeah. Is that a Friday game too?
It is. Friday night under the lights up in River Falls. We'll, I believe, play at the River Falls College Stadium, UW River Falls Stadium, which is a great facility to play at. One of my favorite press boxes, really something else.
Yeah. And again, not a conference game. They're non-conference this year with going down to the Mississippi Valley, and
Yeah.
then we have one more year with Rice Lake in our conference, and then Rice Lake goes to the middle border. So
Crazy.
things are changing.
I'll knee that one down and let the clock wind. I always think of that River Falls game as a conference game. I know it's not. I definitely thinking of
Still,
a rival game
big
for
rival.
sure.
Still your big
Huge
rival
big
game.
rival game.
Yeah, still a big rival game, no matter what conference they're in, and
Yeah.
they take it as serious as we do. They want to win as bad as Hudson does.
Yep, absolutely. Well, again, stick around. We've got the marching band coming out onto the field here, and we'll have all that action for you. We'll mute our mics and keep the external mic going. We'll be back.
Let's hear it for the Red Air.
Drum majors Megan Ford and Caitlin Kurth, is your band ready? Hudson High School Marching Band, you may take the field for your halftime performance.
like it. All right, so we are about to start the second half here. The Cardinals will be kicking to the Raiders. Nice kick. My goodness.
That's
that
a
one
deep one.
travels about midway through the end zone there. That'll be a touchback, and we'll get the ball out on the 25, 20.
So coming back, at the 20-yard
20,
line.
yep.
So Hudson, first half, only points on the board came on a kick return from Troy Bowning. Again, Troy had a great first half, ran that kick back. Also had a couple nice runs, one that he extended a broken play into a first down, kept the drive going. But need to see a little bit more consistency out of that offense here starting the second half. You know what you're up against here with Sun Prairie. They're feeling confident. They scored on the first play of the game. They scored with 20 seconds left on the clock, leading 28-7 here to start the third quarter.
Mears takes the snap, fakes the handoff, pitches this
Oh,
one out.
my.
Almost picked off
Depends
there.
on where that is called. If they're gonna call that a fumble or not.
Looks like they are.
That is a fumble.
Goodness. Well, we'll peek at this one in the booth
I mean,
here,
that was
right?
Ostringa again. He got his hand on it, knocked it out on the play, basically almost got the ball pitched right to him. He broke that play right up in the backfield.
Now help me
and
understand
just
how
covered
that's
it
a
up.
fumble when
well,
it's pitched.
behind the line of scrimmage. If a lateral or a forward pass would have been an incomplete pass, but he threw the ball behind him.
You're right.
Plus, in that play, it basically got jumped by the defender, and Hudson didn't even get a hand on it. So
Yeah.
that's where
They're lucky.
just a blown up play that time. Great play by Ostringa.
Ostringa almost just grabbed that one and ran into the end zone. Speaking of running into the end zone,
Oh, boy,
just shy
about
there.
got there.
Walters, number 25, on the run out to the right side. Yeah, Ostringa literally was like, "Oh, thanks for pitching me the ball. Oops."
Right.
Dropped it. Well, not the start we were hoping for this second half by a long shot here, as you see the Cardinals setting up shop here at the 1 yard line. First down. Handoff. Walters. Touchdown.
That was quick, right down the field.
Yep. That
3 plays.
tough spot to have a turnover. That understatement of the game here. So point after upcoming. And the Cardinals will jump over the 30-point mark here to 34.
So that's that option play. Quarterback has an opportunity when it's blown up like that. You either keep the ball,
Yep.
and take your loss there. Once you decide to pitch, you better make darn sure that you've got somebody there that's going to be able to
Get that
get
ball
their
and
hands
go.
on the
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah.
Or if the ball was even fumbled and muffed, it was covered up by 3 of the Sun Prairie guys that were in the backfield on that play.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. Well, a tough deal there. Like I said, a rough way to start this second half as we let them have pretty easy 7 there as that ball's fumbled inside the red zone here. So Hudson will look to regroup here, and you get to a point in the game sometimes where it's kind of getting away from you, and you got to start playing for that next game, right? And start building on the little things and kind of, all right, let's do these things right?
Yeah.
And let's build for that next game. Again, this is a non-conference,
young team, Hudson
Yeah.
again, young team. Things are going to change throughout the year. You see there's a lot of juniors on this team, on the roster, not a whole lot of sophomores, but I know there's some good sophomore players. We might start to see some different kids get thrown in the mix, but it's early yet. First game, you're playing a quality opponent. Their best players are as advertised. I mean,
Yeah.
the 2 kids that are committed D1 players are players.
Yeah.
Yep,
there's a reason they have them scouted at a D1 level, and those guys. It's interesting at the high school level watching the standouts. You remember the Cade McDonald, right?
Mm-hmm.
When Cade he's playing D1 over at Madison right now, and
Yep.
watching him come up through the system and play at Hudson, and game changer, right? I mean,
well, and Mateo Bonin.
Bonin
He's
as
playing
well. That's
Division
right.
1 down in South Dakota.
that's right. Yeah.
Anytime he touched the ball, that could be a score.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, in other sports you see it too. I'm sure you've seen it on the hockey rink, and I've seen it on the
Absolutely,
basketball
yep.
courts. And there's just those kids that are, and taking nothing away from Hudson. It's like I said, Hudson's got quality players too, and they just tonight, Sun Prairie's big time or big name players have been making plays.
Yep, absolutely. Well, and I think that's part of the beauty of high school sports, right? Where you have the standouts that you get to, real features, right? Mm-hmm. And it gets a little bit tougher to be a standout at that next level at D1, a little bit tougher, as you progress up to the big leagues.
Yep.
But one of my favorite things is watching high school sports and some of these athletes that are really just, head and shoulders above the rest. Good individual effort there. That was number 7. Hasapopoulos, one of our favorite names to say in the booth. Hasapopoulos, a baseball player as well. Played for the varsity Raiders squad this year just a bit.
There go the backflips again.
Oh, boy. Talented
Makes my back hurt a little bit.
Cheer and stunt team. I was thinking we might get you out for a quick round off or two.
I can do somersaults if you need that.
Okay. I'll keep
or
that.
a log roll. I'm good at those.
I'm going to keep that in mind for the Raiders.
Pressure
streaming,
coming that time. That was Ham.
Oh my goodness. Almost intercepted there by number 12 out on that far side. That's Shanahan out there covering.
Pressure that time came. Ham was in there. He's got the jump on that right side. And actually, Bounding was open. There just wasn't a whole lot of time for Mears to make that throw. And
illegal formation. Offense.
Oh, a penalty on Hudson here, illegal formation. So that'll back that one up just a bit. Yeah, he did have him a little bit, didn't he? On that, if he would have got it out to that far side.
Yeah. The ball was thrown inside base.
Yeah.
With the pressure, he was open, kind of going outside, but.
Well, they'll back this one up a couple yards here, so it'll be 2nd and 7 to go.
You mentioned building blocks. This is a building block right here. You're down by 28.
Yep.
You just turned the ball over. They scored. Let's see if we can put together a drive, at least eat some clock, maybe get ourselves a nice ball fake that time.
Mears back.
Mears
pressure.
Off the throw. Again,
all sorts of pressure.
Lots of white jerseys in that Hudson backfield, not giving Mears any time to throw the football.
Yeah, and some of their big guys, get loose back there too. You look at, I think it was number 34 and 7 back there. 34 we had talked about a little bit earlier. That's Dane.
They got 35 in their roster. Christian Jones. Can I see yours for just a second? Yeah, Christian Jones, 6'1", 175. That's not number 35. He's not. He's bigger than 195. He's playing nose guard there, so I'm thinking that might be Jalen Dane, number 35. Not sure. Sometimes these
big
rosters, especially early in the year, you get them, and that's what it gets so frustrating. You and I have had that before where we get them, and it's like, oh, that's not the right number.
Right. Open for a split second there, just a bit overthrown.
Pass intended for number 16, Riley Anderson.
Intended for Anderson out on that far side. So we get the punting team out there as 4th down rolls up for Hudson. We're punting from about the 24-yard line here. Into the wind. Seems like every time we punted tonight, except for once, it's been into the wind.
Is that a Bob Seger song? I guess that's Against the Wind.
Against the Wind. You can tell why we're not singing anymore.
We were punting against the wind.
Dun, 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 dun. You're pretty good.
One of my favorites.
You ever karaoke?
Used to, yeah.
I
can tell you something.
I can see that.
Low punt. That's going to be fielded there. He's
The
just going
50?
to take that down. Yeah, the karaoke. Everybody goes through that stage, I think, once or twice in their life, don't they? Maybe me 3 times.
I don't know. Tell me about it. Did you own a machine, though?
I did not.
Okay, so you did not go through any stages.
No, and
You're just out and about.
I didn't purposely go out seeking to do karaoke. But
karaoke.
when I walked in and I saw the glitter ball and the microphone,
Oh, it's tough
it
to
just was like a
tough to
magnet.
stop you, right? It's like a moth to the flame.
That's right.
First down, Cardinals. Midfield here, 48-yard line. Wow, nice pass out to that right side. Room to run. Picks up about 10 or 11. Make it 12. Kaminsky's got some receivers that are able to get open, and he's able to find them.
Lots of weapons.
Yep.
Yeah, and this offense is certainly geared pass first. Although they've run the ball pretty well.
They have been effective.
I mean, we mentioned number 23 before, LeGrant, but other than that, I mean, there's speed in that backfield, but no big bruiser that's getting the majority of the carries. They're mixing it up. Nice job that
nice
time
hit.
by Hudson.
Nice hit there. That was LeGrant on the carry, and he's stuffed at the line.
Like
a second.
McDonald on that tackle.
LeGrant on the carry. McDonald on the tackle.
Will McDonald on the tackle. Nice job. Second and 10.
We should mention too, as I look at this, we know how big Will McDonald is. We know how big Evan Tyler, some of those other guys are on that line. Oh, nice play again.
Wow, good catch.
Just good close on by Ducharme on that play.
Hamilton on the catch.
But their offensive line is huge, and I can, just as I'm looking at him here, we mentioned 54.
Yep.
He's 6'7", 270. I see number 75 out there, 6'4", 305. And then there's another big guy, 74. He is 6'3", 270. I mean, they're.
Wow.
We talked about the size of Hudson's line. These guys are just as big, if not a little bigger.
9:33 to go. Kaminsky fakes. Fires one out. I don't know. A little mix-up there on the offense for the Cardinals. A couple of guys on the near side looking at each other like, is that yours? No.
Yeah.
Is that mine? No.
Looks like they're going to go for it here.
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know. Have we seen them punt?
I don't think
Maybe
so.
once. I think they did punt one time. So bringing in Ham here in the backfield, see what they want to do. They led with him on one of those goal line runs. He was just basically a lead blocker, and that's what they're going to do again. But little
up the middle. Yep. Good call there, Mr. Sundin. A block wide open in the middle. Mr. Ham got that, got it done, and good run out to the 19-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, even the snap was a little off there, but
Yeah.
the lead block was in place and picked up more than enough.
Again, kind of surgically moving the chains here tonight. Haven't stalled out on hardly any, if any, drives. We'll keep this one rolling. A timeout called.
Timeout on the field, Sun Prairie. First time over there.
All right, welcome back to the unnamed field that the Raiders play at. We'll figure out the name on that real soon, though. I like that, unnamed. Pass out to that right side,
That's
wide
Ham
open.
time.
Ham, nothing but running room in front of him. He rambles on down to about the 2 or 3 yard line. Just a tank running around out on that right side.
Trying to get him a score, I guess, huh? He hasn't been on the offensive side much tonight, but when he's been out there, he's been effective, especially blocking.
Boy, just a big guy. So first down in the red zone here on the 3 yard line. Handoff. It's number 35. We saw him earlier. That's the big bulldozer out there. Again, I don't know. They got it listed as Jones, but I think that might be Dane.
That's Dane, I think so.
Got to be, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, we saw him in warm-ups doing a similar run, and he's just a power runner right up the middle and drag a couple guys down the field with him, no problem.
Yeah, they're going to have a good season this year. Lots of different ways to beat you. They've got the athletes, they've got the size, I think we've seen. It looks like Sun Prairie trying some different things tonight with new players, different players in there. Then they can bring in their horses when they need to, and
Yeah.
so.
Well, and what a luxury for those guys, right? Having that depth of, that strength and deep into that line, Yep, got a lot of good things going for that Cardinal squad out there. They're gonna, like you said, they're gonna be good. Be interesting to see after this year how things shake out. If East or West down there becomes kind of the perennial, powerhouse, or if both are kind of middle of the road for a bit, or just how that program shakes out. I mean, I would assume they'll pull from that same, it's the same booster group they'll pull from, right?
Yep. I haven't done much research other than knowing that the new school is being built.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned, and I remember seeing something that they had expanded their boundaries a little bit. So, yeah, what will happen here? Will the new school, of course, it depends on where you live. So,
right.
If these kids live over there, they're going to go to the new school. If the boundaries are close and you live close to the existing school, you stay there.
I'll tell you, down in Rochester, they after I was out of there after '88 back in the day, they built I think it's called Century, the newest high school. That one up and into the end zone. So Century's built. So now you've got John Marshall. That's kind of splitting up, and I think a little bit of Mayo there. There's only 2 high schools in town besides the private school Lourdes.
Yep.
And wow, what a surprise! What a surprise it was to me that John Marshall had just been a dominant hockey force for years, right? They'd been pretty good in football as well. They had a great player. Gerald Thompson came out of there, played for the Gophers, the Packers. Great career. But with that new school coming in, wow, it just diluted the talent at John Marshall. And they were no longer in the game with football and no longer in the game really with hockey. But the new school Century kind of took over that. Yeah. Anyway, it was interesting to watch the dynamics, how that unfolded in town.
Yeah. Mirror's still out there for Hudson. Looks like they're keeping most of their starters in.
Yeah, I was thinking, I think what you're thinking right now too. How long do you both sides kind of keep the starters out there, and when do you kind of throw in, some of the other folks, get them some time out there in a game like this?
First game of the year, you really haven't gotten much as far as consistency with your offense.
Yeah.
I think it's important to get these kids the reps, get them the opportunities, and again, you mentioned little things. Can we score again? Can we at least get a couple first downs, whatever it might be, are building blocks that the coaches can use for next week.
Yep. Nice run. Here we go. Take it. Picks up about 6 yards on that one.
Yeah, you mentioned that splitting of schools. Around us here, that reminds me of when Eastridge High School got built over in Woodbury.
Yeah.
And of course, Woodbury was a dominant school for sports for years and years, pretty much every sport.
Really?
Then the Eastridge came along, which kind of drew into the Cottage Grove, but also the Woodbury area. And there again, it takes time as people move in, move out, and the school probably shrunk a little bit at that point. I know a lot of people wanted their kids to go to Eastridge because it was newer. Same thing kind of happened.
Huh.
So, there's a
got him, I think. A little offsides, maybe. All right, we'll take it. Good hard count there by Mears. Channeling his inner Rogers.
Yeah. He seems to be able to, must have a pretty good hard count because he's gotten him to jump a couple times. I've seen him
twice
get
tonight, I think.
a few times. So.
Yeah. We'll take it. All right, so they'll move the chains there on the offsides. It's on the 34. Mears keeps this one. Had an option out on that left side. Boy, trying to make some room through there and just
kind of swarming them, aren't they? And again, those Raider blockers got to sustain those blocks. I mean, your guy moves off you, find somebody else to block, you got to stick with the play.
Yeah, you can see the D-line doing a good job of kind of doing a bit of a swivel or whatever you want, or roll back, and then all of a sudden, whoop, here comes the quarterback.
There's too many blue jerseys standing around.
Yeah.
Play till the whistle.
Yep.
Part of that's you're down by a bunch, but I'm
Yep.
sure the coaches are chewing them out on the sidelines. Guys, you better get out there and let's execute.
Mears rolls out to his right. A couple defenders on him. Lofts one down, and
Just getting good pursuit that time by Sun Prairie. Mears kind of running for his life.
tried to hit Charlie Dean here on the near side. That's number 82 as he rolled out. Looked like Dean had a little bit of room
He had
there,
some
didn't
room,
he?
Yeah, just didn't get enough on that throw.
Dean's a big guy, 6'1". So I'll bring up a 3rd and long here for Hudson. Love to see these guys move the chains just a little bit here in the 3rd quarter. Just, get something going. Get something to build on for that next game. Mears in the shotgun, takes the snap. Quick pass right up the middle into traffic. Good reception, but not quite enough here. That'll bring up 4th down and about 7.
Ockendorfer on the catch.
Koch's on the catch there, Kokendorfer. That's fun seeing a new group of seniors coming up. Been following these guys for years, and fun to see them kind of at the upper echelon now for Hudson. And I know you and I both had some seniors that have headed out or are going to head out soon.
Yep.
As a parent, it's kind of surreal. There you go. That's a nice
Decent
punt.
hang time.
Nice job.
Fair catch call.
Excellent punt
good.
there. Excellent punt. Down to the 37, 38. Was that Mears on the kick?
Actually, that was. Yep, that was
That's what I
Mears.
thought I heard.
I think I seem to remember Carter kicking some last year
Yeah,
too.
I think you're right. Yeah. Excellent kick. He's an athlete, folks. Tell you, the Mears family, some really, really good folks. Enjoyed working with them over the years, not only from a bench warmer perspective, but also we got an athlete down on the field right now. Looks like a Hudson guy. Yeah, the Mears family very involved not only in the bench warmers, but also the Blue Line Club for hockey. So hats off to that crew. Appreciate all that you do, and frankly, I appreciate the bench warmers and all that the volunteers do for the program here. It's a lot. So thank you guys and gals. Well, it looks like he is up and walking off the field here. That's number 50. Is that 54, Marnell?
Yeah, looks like Marnell.
Owen Marnell jumps with my youngest son on the track and field team. He is a long jumper, among other things. Just a good athlete, great athlete. Coached Owen when he was about knee-high to a squirrel when we were playing hockey back in the day as well. Great family.
Looks like Kaminsky's still in the game here.
Yep, flag down. Walter off to the races here. Picks up about 11 or 12.
LeGrant on the run. Brought down by Stephen
Excuse me.
Flag on the play.
LeGrant on the carry there.
On the offense. 10-yard
All right, a hold on the offense here. You know it's getting squirrely when you're cheering for the other team's penalties. I'm like, oh, great.
Yeah.
It's not really what you're hoping for. Hudson with another man down. You know, late in the game with a hot game like this, I always get nervous, right? Hydration comes into play. Strain, is it strained muscles or cramps? Cramps, thank you.
Yeah, and that's what you're seeing. I mean, we're sitting up here. We've got a little breeze out of the, it's not as warm as it was probably 2 hours ago on this field, but certainly warm as you've been playing and sweating. And I know the trainers try to do a good job. The coaches do a good job of encouraging the kids to drink water, drink, things that are going to help, electrolytes that are going to help with cramping up, that type of thing. But you can just see how they're stretching over there. That's a cramp. And they hurt. They hurt like the Dickens, man. Once you you start running, and if you've ever had a hamstring go tight or start to pull, not exactly the same, but similar. It's almost like that whole part of your calf, which is where the cramps typically come,
Yeah.
almost makes you, it looks like a sniper shot you in the ankle or something, and down you go.
Yeah. And is that
That looks like maybe Thompson,
Reese,
Thompson,
number 9?
trying to walk it off. That's the
Yeah.
cramp walk right there. I'm not so sure that's not what Owen Marnell had as well. He
Yeah.
kind of came off walking the same way. So, pickle juice. That's it, Ken.
Is that the trick? The
That's
pickle
the
juice?
trick. Yep.
And what exactly is it about the pickle juice? Is there some special electrolytes in there, or what's the formula?
I don't know.
I think it's the
vinegar or
pickles,
something?
Ken. I think
Yeah,
it's the pickles that do
pickles.
it. You know.
I think it's the chemical part of the vinegar there that helps.
I'm really hanging on every word right now. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
is this for
I'm
real?
just guessing. I'm trying to watch football. Leave me alone.
Come on, man.
LeGrant again.
Picks up about 5 on the carry there as he rumbles through traffic.
Tackled by Tyler.
Pickle juice. I like it.
Starting to see some more, some different people out on the field here, rotating in for both teams. Number 76, I see on this side, Alton Williams, 6'5", 215.
my.
He's a big kid. I just noticed how tall he was out there.
Look at it, like his shoulder. The guy next to him, his shoulder. He's like shoulder above him. I
Yeah.
mean, he's just huge. Blocked pretty good too. Nice pass. Wow, right on the money there on that far side. Picks up the first down. Flung that one out to number 80, I believe. Wills
Kaminsky pass complete to Davis.
to Davis. Excuse
Davis.
Stubendick in the
me.
tackle.
Glasses aren't that good.
I know.
Davis, 88. I thought it was 80. Have to get B-Knox up
We
here soon.
need something.
Serious. You think they can make a big magnifying glass we could just put on the window here?
Yeah.
So we got the old announcers in the booth again tonight. First down for the Cardinals there. Just across midfield. High snap. Kaminsky pulls that one
Oh,
down.
nice job that time.
Nice job catching him in the backfield.
LeGrant on the carry.
LeGrant on the carry.
Sam Dickman with that play, getting in the backfield, making the tackle.
Number 90, Sam Dickman.
Nice job, Sam. For a loss on the play there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 14. .334 left to go in the third quarter here. Cardinals with a 2nd and long. Kaminsky drops back, has time. Another
Hit
guy
that
on
time.
that far side. I think that's Davis again.
Yeah, pressure again from Hudson. Looks like Evan Tyler got in there on the quarterback, but he was able to get rid of the football before that play. And again, spot on. I mean, he's a nice-looking quarterback, and again,
Yeah.
only a junior.
Yeah.
I know he's he's highly regarded down in that Madison area in that conference, and probably within the whole state. He looks the part.
Yeah, excellent play there. Great timing on that. You know, receiver turns right as the ball's about to hit him in the hands, and boom, boom. First down, Cardinals. LeGrant with the carry. He gets
McDonald on the tackle.
wrapped up by Will McDonald early there, so that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Will with good penetration getting into the backfield there just a little bit to stop LeGrant. Oh, we've got the full moon rising over just over St. Pat's off to our right.
Ooh,
Pretty cool.
yeah.
Let's get a picture of that in a second here. Fakes the handoff. Throw.
Oh, nice play.
My. Nice job breaking that one up. He was cutting across back towards the middle there. That was number.
Sharm, I think, again. He's had a nice game.
Yeah.
Pass and
He's
finish.
getting isolated a lot one-on-one, but always around the ball, breaking up some of those passes. He's doing a nice job out there.
So 3rd and 11 here. Kaminsky's still in as quarterback for the Cardinals. He's back in the shotgun. Looks over his left shoulder. Throws this one out to the left side there. Davis.
Oh, there's a hold.
Wow,
Absolutely.
just running
Number
right
9
past
out
folks.
there.
Flag down.
John Hamilton out there on the split for Sun Prairie. Definitely held on that play. That was his job to get out there and block, but Ducharme again mixing it up and able to take the hold and bring that play back.
Cooper Fallon loses his lid out there. He'll put that one back on. Number 23 on the defensive side. Fallon, one of the outstanding players on that lacrosse team that made it to the state title game. Great family. Dad was the outstanding manager of that Hudson lacrosse team.
All right.
Yeah. It's a fun group. Fun group of parents. It's always fun when they've got a good parent group as well, and great group. All right, so 3rd and long here, so 3rd and 13. Cardinals have Kaminsky at the shotgun over his right. He'll hand this one off. Nope, fakes. Throws it out to the right side.
On the flat there.
Wow.
Wide open.
Room to run.
And those receivers, I mean, the last play we called a hold on that outside receiver, but that time the receiver on the right side did a great job getting out, setting a block right there,
Yep.
and able to pop that play for a first down. That was number 89 on that play, Ben Olson making that play. So
Great play by Olson to, like you said, open that up on the far side. Love to see the Raider defense stiffen up here just a little bit. Try to keep these guys out. They've been scoring at will a bit. Kaminsky.
Oh, drop that one.
A rare drop by the Cardinals. 2nd and 10 to go.
Just checking real quick, getting some updated scores.
Yeah.
We'd like to try to do that when we can. And
what are you hearing out there?
Don't have anything really beyond halftime, but New Richmond playing down at St. Croix Central today. Of course, New Richmond in the Big Rivers, but playing their old Middle Border Conference opponent there. 7-7 at the half. New Richmond, St. Croix Central. See if I can get some other scores here before the game's out. Nice run that time.
Wow, a fake. Run around that side. Kaminsky with it. Wow.
Great fake.
What a fake. It looked like LeGrant was going up the middle, and Kaminsky runs around the near side here and just inside the pylon. Touchdown. Did you miss that one? You got it. Adam's like, I was following the wrong guy. You got
That's
it.
all
Good
right.
job.
That means he did his job. He
That's right.
pulled the fake off.
Faked this all out. Well, the Cardinals right now definitely having their way with the Raiders as they come to town and have not, I don't think they've been stopped tonight on a drive.
No.
Been very dominant.
It's been tough, yeah. Another quick score. Menominee River Falls playing a non-conference game. That one in the second quarter. We'll have an update on that. 14-6 Menominee.
That in River Falls?
That looks like that's in Menominee.
Okay.
Ellsworth at the half up big on Superior, 28-7.
Wow.
Ellsworth's got a pretty good team this year. They may be in the mix there in the middle border.
Ellsworth. You ever been to that cheese curd fest they have over there?
Oh, I thought you were going to say the cheese curd factory.
No, I know.
I've not been to the fest, but I heard that is quite. They have quite the turnout for that.
It is really fun. Yeah, we went 1 year, and you can get kind of a. I'm kind of a cheese guy. I love my cheese, and so you can do a cheese like tasting, or a curd tasting, and so you pay $20 or something. And you get to sample like 20 different flavors of cheese curds.
Yep.
And then they have some, some beverages as well in that area that pair well with them. And it was really fun. I tried some stuff where I'm like, I don't know about this. Wow. Just like, I don't remember the exact ones that I was trying, but just some things that you didn't think you'd like and you just love.
Yeah.
Like, wow, was that good?
Well, you can mixing and matching a little bit with the cheese isn't a bad thing.
No,
try some different stuff.
Yeah. Yep, it was fun. It's been canceled the last two. I thought it was going to happen this year, but it got canceled again this year. So hopefully we'll be back in action. Hudson takes this one at the 15, runs it on up to the 25, 30, just over the 30 and brought down.
Rodney Anderson on return.
That's Riley Anderson on the return for Hudson. It's a little bit of a shorter kick there. Gives them a chance to run that back. And nice work by Mr. Anderson to run that one back. Nice little pickup out to the 30. Adam, you got to get a quick shot of that moon before it gets too high. Can you do that or no? All right. I don't want to like press my luck here. All right. Thanks. Just kind of a cool orange full moon here. All right, back to football. Sorry about that. I distract our cameraman. Look at the moon.
It's like Hudson's got their first team offense still in there.
Yep. Mears holds on to that one. Again, that D-line by the Cardinals just on top of things. He runs into a wall of white jerseys.
Yep.
Yeah, didn't have a chance there, so he'll half a yard loss on that play, and we'll set up for a second down here as the quarter winds down. So we're going to take a quick breather. We'll be right back. Okay. Well, welcome back to Raiders Stadium here in Hudson. Yes, we are getting the ever-annoying Baby Shark music playing. That will be stuck in my head all night long. Thank you very much. Mears' pass is blocked. The big hand of number 27, Chyler Rawls, reaching up to bat that one down. That Baby Shark song gets in my head, and I can't shake it. I'll like wake up in a sweat tonight. Baby Shark. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there's a few songs like that
just
can wear on you.
Just cannot do it. 3rd and 11 here. Mears rolls out to his right, looking upfield. Not a lot going on. Tight coverage. That one
nice coverage that time.
Batted down in front of the receiver. I think that was intended for number 14, I believe.
Pass deflected by number 14, Prairie.
So the kicking unit will come out for Hudson now. The update on the Storms, they are just to our west. We have just been included into the, I don't know if it's high risk or they're coming our way.
Okay.
So I don't know. We might
Punt
be.
is back. Fair catch there by Sun Prairie.
Thank you. Might be all right, but I don't know. They're creeping up on us here. It's kind of coming out of the southwest and heading northeast, if that makes any sense at all. Doing my best Ken Barlow impersonation here.
Yeah, nice work.
Oh, thank you.
I was going to say Belinda Jensen.
Oh,
but,
well, thank you very little. All right, 10 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Cardinals back with the ball here. First down for them. Looks like Kaminsky's still at the helm out there. Oh, drops that snap. Hudson says, we'll meet you at the quarterback. How about that? Have some fun.
I think they did maybe new quarterback Jackson Colpin in the game, number 4.
Oh, it is. Okay.
That's good. That's good.
I couldn't tell from the side angle if there was a change or not. Thank you.
You know, you mentioned the glasses. I've got my prescription sunglasses on. Once it got dark, now I can't see. So that's why my nose is on the glass coming out the booth and my eyes are squinting.
You've had those things on for a long time. I was like, how cool is this guy? He's wearing sunglasses at night.
This is Tom Cruise? Risky business
I
or
wear
what?
my sunglasses at night so I can. Wow, we're digging deep right now, folks.
Deep.
Cardinals handoff up the middle. Drags a couple players for a couple yards here. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
Another cramp maybe here.
I like that.
Stockman coming on.
I like that the Cardinals are getting some fresh faces in there late in the game like this. I think that's good.
They're deep. I mean,
they are.
We watched a rotation. I saw it mainly on the offensive line when they came a couple of drives ago, and I mean, I looked across the line, different numbers, same size guys.
Yeah.
So definitely they're going to be a team to reckon with down in that Big 8 conference, and certainly come playoff time. I mean, if they can stay healthy, they're going to be right in the mix.
Another handoff, breaks a couple tackles, rambles through to about the 40-yard line, picks up about 8. It'll bring up 4th and 5.
Showroom carry. Tackled by number 56, Gabe Hockman.
Whoa. Got a nice cheering section here for Gabe. Was that number 56? Hockman. Gabe Hockman in on the tackle. Nice job. So both squads getting some players off the sidelines and out into the action tonight. Great to see. 4th and 5 here. 7:40 to go.
And for a hard count here as well, see what they want to do. They just call a timeout, punt the ball away. We'll see.
Fun to see the student section down there still having a great time and doing the Go Bananas or Be Bananas or whatever the banana thing is. I'm a banana.
Oh, yeah.
Go.
Forgot some of those cheers.
I know. I love it. There's something about the energy of a full stadium and then the student section, and we're right. I mean, we're just about right above the student section.
Yeah.
And that's one of the favorite things for me about being at a live game like this. It's just so fun to have that the students interacting, and they're just, that's great. Great to have everybody back right now.
Yeah, and school hasn't even started. So once
I know.
School starts, you've got all the young kids. I mean, some of them, once they get to school, like freshmen, sophomores, they're going to start coming to these games more.
I know. We got a packed student section down there, and it's probably, like you said, it's probably just juniors and seniors.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some sophomores.
Yep.
Nice punt by the Cardinals. This one flies down to the 35 and is downed. So 6 minutes and some change to go here.
This would be a good time to get a nice drive here. Let's finish the game, whether you score or not. Let's try to get some positive yards.
Yep.
Let's try to get some clock, eat some clock up, kind of get some rhythm going into the next week. There's plenty of things to correct off film, plenty of things to fix, but again, now's the time to get out there and try to start on the right track for next week.
That's right. So first down here, Carter Mears out there at QB still. We'll send a man in motion.
That looked like offsides to me.
Yep.
They were moving pretty quick. See if Hudson moved first. Yeah, we did.
False start on the offense. So a 5-yard penalty. They'll back that marker back to the 30-yard line. That'll be a 1st and 15 coming up. Well, I'll tell you, looking out over the field here, Sundin, it's what a gorgeous facility that we play at. And I don't want to take it for granted. I feel like I do sometimes, sitting in the booth and watching the squad out here play. It's got quite a facility,
Yep.
And I remember waiting for this thing to be built and thinking, oh, geez, what's this going to be? And I better be good, because I like the other field a whole bunch.
Yeah, that had more of an old town feel,
It
old
really
school
did,
feel,
yeah.
with the grass and the lights.
Really
those
did.
Lights were. But no, this is definitely one of the nicest facilities in this part of the state, if not the whole state. I'm excited to also play. I mentioned New Richmond being in our conference this year.
Yeah.
They've got a great new field, new facility there. Happened to be on that.
Were you part of the build?
We built the bleachers and the buildings around it, but nice run that time by Mears. Very positive yardage on that. No, it turned out great. So I even commended the AD there. I'm like, boy, this is one of the nicer fields around.
Nice.
So,
Awesome. And we should mention you work for Derrick Construction, Derrick Holmes, a big partner, part of the New Richmond community. You guys do a whole lot out there. I know that's where you're based out of, I believe. And fun to see you guys being a part of the stadium there at the hometown, right? That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it turned out to be a good project. You know, in Hudson and New Richmond, and we don't have the luxuries of having the UW River Falls or Stoughton around us to be able to use those fields. So, again, nice to have
nice
them.
Pass, Mears.
Nice play, nice stiff arm there, or move by Bounting.
Yep.
Close to a first down. Looks like he got it.
Nice job by Troy Bounting picking up the first down there. And, you know, as we've mentioned Bounting tonight, his individual effort and love seeing what he's done tonight. And it's going to be really exciting to watch him throughout the year as he grows as a player. And, he brings that individual effort to the game. Really explosive guy.
A lot of speed. Yep.
Yes.
And we saw last year, that connection between he and Owen Anderson, a couple of games. I think back on that Rice Lake
Thrilling.
game. I mean, he had a catch down near the end zone that basically saved that game. And it was about a 3. I think he had a 3 touchdown game that game. So yeah, certainly a weapon. I gotta just say something. This is interesting because this game's going on. I just saw one of the Sun Prairie guys go up in the trees behind the scoreboard. So I'm not saying what he's doing back there, but you can watch when he comes back out and make sure I'm not seeing things.
Nice run
that time. That's Cokes.
Wow, Kokendorfer, that
Wow,
power
that
runner.
time. Who is that? Ben Forcier, 20 yards down the field, pancaked a guy.
Wow, I saw that. Unbelievable.
My guy just came down from the trees, by the way.
He did, okay.
Yep. There's Forcier. Look at that on the replay.
There's a building block.
There. You got to get that going every play, Ben.
Forcier. Nice. Fun to catch him on video a couple years ago as he was on the practice field.
Full flex.
Oh, yeah.
I think he might still have a mullet. You might have to interview him this year, too.
Nice. Keeper.
Mears. Nice stiff arm. Keeps it going.
It's struck down out of bounds. Just shy, I think, of the first down. Good hustle by Mears.
So here's that last drive of the game.
Yep.
You're showing a little bit more fire, showing a little bit more desire out there. So see if you can finish it off with the score.
Nice hustle that time by Mears. So Forcier's still rocking a mullet. I like that. Well, maybe he's going to bring it back from last year.
Maybe.
You never know. Mears back in the shotgun here. Second and short. About 2 yards to go. He'll send Fountain in motion. He runs into the... Looks like ran into Cokes there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just a little bit of confusion there.
Wake up call.
Just a late motion
First
on
down.
that.
First down.
Quick update. It's still 7-7 Central and New Richmond in the third quarter.
Mears drops back. 15 seconds to go. Scrambling out to the right.
Pressure coming.
Mears, nice job. Dodges one. It's a little cut back here late. Picks up about 4. Takes a bit of a late hit out of bounds there. Tough to stop yourself when you're hard charging like that. And that's going to do it for the home opener. Hudson on the wrong side of this one. A bit of a powerhouse showing up tonight for Sun Prairie, the Cardinals. Some exceptional play and a very deep squad.
Yep, nice team. Good senior leadership, strong quarterback, and like you said, they've definitely got some depth there. They're going to be in the mix. It's always fun to follow these teams as your season goes on, and you're kind of watching teams that you played, comparing them to other teams, throughout the schedule. So it'll be fun to watch where Sun Prairie goes this year.
Yeah, I would suspect they're going to do quite well. Is it the Big 8? Is that what it's called over there?
Big 8.
Big 8, yeah. I would
so
suspect.
Madison Memorial, the schools down in that Madison area, Verona.
And I would guess, there's some big powerhouses down there, much like Milwaukee, right? You get around to the Milwaukee's, the Madison, the Appleton areas, the Arrowheads, right? You've just got a lot of numbers to draw from, and they can get some really, really big squads going. So some positives coming out of the game, some things you need to work on. Kind of what what you expect when you play a revved up team like the Cardinals, and you know it's going to be a challenging first game, and again, some things to work on film and work through this next week, right?
Yeah, and I think we talked about it ahead of time. We knew this was going to be a tough opponent. They had some good players. I think, the coaches in Hudson do a great job. They're going to go back to the drawing board. I guess my biggest thing, it seemed like Hudson just kind of lost momentum or lost some of their drive once they got down, and you started to see those kids not finishing blocks or standing around as stuff was going on, and that's really where I think the coaches will get on them this week. Less about necessarily the execution, but how about the effort?
Right.
I mean, you better bring it next week. River Falls is going to be a totally different team, definitely beatable, but boy, they're going to bring effort. So you got to have that.
Yeah, River Falls, I can guarantee they're going to be up for that game. That's it's a rival game. We're going to their house, and they're going to be ready to rock. So, you just got to put this in the rearview mirror, start working on River Falls for next week, and away we go kind of deal.
Yep, and Hudson has the jug. They got the jug back last year.
That's
so remember,
right.
This is the jug game.
That's
so you're
right.
right. They're going to be motivated.
Always a big game. Well, thanks for joining us on RaidersStreaming.com, Facebook, YouTube, Channel 6, the River Channel. I don't know where else you found us out there. Appreciate
World Wide Web.
appreciate the interweb. Appreciate you tuning in as always. I'm Ken Conan. That's Aaron Sundin and Adam on the camera. Thank you for joining us as well. We'll see you next time.